1063 is committed to bringing you the local and national perspective you need.
Mike went to the Trump rally.
Yeah, I attended my first political rally ever. It was quite the experience.
Was the place completely packed?
Yes, it was completely full.
So that's why the AJC didn't cover how many people were there, because there were too many people. They don't want to show that.
Right. I'm proud to be Atlanta's conservative news and talk station. Extra 1063 and the Extra app.
A federal judge's order may allow some non-citizens to vote in Virginia. I'm Jack Callahan, Fox News. About 1,600 people's names ordered restored to the voter rolls.
U.S. District Judge Patricia Giles says the registrations were illegally purged in an effort to stop non-citizens from voting, calling the action by Virginia's election officials, quote, a clear violation of the federally mandated 90-day quiet period before an election that restricts states from making big changes to their voter rolls.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers, Virginia's Governor Glenn Youngkin says those removed were clearly ineligible.
This is a stunning ruling by a federal judge who is ordering Virginia to reinstate individuals who have self-identified as non-citizens back on the voter rolls.
The governor says the state will appeal immediately up to the Supreme Court if necessary. Former President Trump weighing in on it at a campaign event a short time ago in Austin, Texas.
You have decisions coming down like that where they allow people to vote that blatantly aren't qualified to vote. It's pretty sad for our country. We have enough problems with the elections.
After his speech on border security, he'll tape a podcast with Joe Rogan. Vice President Harris is in Houston, where she's briefly spoken with reporters, saying her campaign event tonight will focus on reproductive rights.
I will be talking about the harm. I will be talking about those who have been directly impacted, and I will also tonight be talking with the American people about the power that you, the American people, have to make a decision about the future course of our country. And do we all agree that there are just certain decisions the government should not be making for individuals and their families?
Washington Post has announced it will not endorse either candidate in this year's election. Wall Street, an hour before the close, the Dow is down 176 points. NASDAQ is up 141. The S&P 500 about 9 points higher. America is listening to...
Small business owners, we know tackling your to-do list can sometimes feel like going 12 rounds against a heavyweight champ. Except that heavyweight's gloves are made of something hard, like diamonds. So when a new to-do pops up, you're like, I can't. I'm boxing my diamond boxing glove-wearing heavyweight champ of a to-do list. At Progressive, we don't want to make your day any harder. That's why we make it easy with over 30 customizable coverage options, so you can finally land a knockout blow. See if you can save on business insurance in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Coverage provided and serviced by affiliated and third-party insurers.
It's that time again, where we choose who we think is the best candidate for office. It's a difficult decision that requires the evaluation of contenders. Do they have the appropriate skills for this office? Are they the right type of leader? Selecting the right candidate is no easy feat. That's why, for your office, there's ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes choosing the right candidate for any office easy because they find the most qualified people for your roles. Try ZipRecruiter for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
To hear this lovely tune, a pretty song, just kind of makes me feel like we're all stuck in this together. It's a spider. It's a Halloween spider monster. It's a cockroach of spider from Pete Davis. It's only me that Kibber with the sidekick Mountains of Macon with a Halloween monster in the darkness of the cave. It's Flounder, the house owner. God, holy smokes, what a freaking day. We got it all. We got spiders. We got a homeowner. We got me, but we got the whole... Oh, he's attacking. He's eating his face is... Oh, God. I'm only jealous. How's it going? Yeah, 304. It's only me. It's only the Kemper, Pete Davis, and Flounder. The Let Her Rip Friday, anything goes. And every year, I have to say, is... Very funny. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. We got a million things going on here, a lot of politics, and we're going to start talking about candy here in a minute. Oh, he's got it. The spiders. Oh, God, the spider fell off your face there. It's a good sign there. First of all, in the mountains of Macon, Pete Davis, what's new and another beautiful day as we close in on Halloween next week. What's up?
I discovered I do my best writing in a cemetery.
A cemetery? Well, what are you writing in a cemetery? Well, I don't get it.
There's so many plots there.
Bomb, 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 bomb.
So many plots there.
So many like storylines is what you writing guys. What do you call it? You writing fellows, authors? People, yeah. Flounder, we know what's new with you, my friend. I can't freaking believe it. Holy crap. Now, all right, tell us everything. We got a minute to talk. We'll do it again later, too. We just got people tuning in at different
yesterday
times.
was a success. We signed, we closed. The house is the bank's, and we pay the bank every month.
Yes,
so,
but you have a house.
Yes, we do. We did the walkthrough, which actually I had Veronica call in, and she's going to tell this story.
Is she here now?
Yes, she is.
Oh, my God. Hey, baby, how you doing?
Doing well.
I'm so happy for you guys. I can't tell. Well, you already know that. All right, so tell me everything about your big day yesterday.
Yeah, so we did a whole walkthrough yesterday because that was what we needed to do before we went to closing.
Yeah.
And some of the things that they repaired, the contractor was there. And so we were walking through, and then all of a sudden the contractor, he said, so I've kind of figured it out. And we were like, what are you talking about? And he said, I listen to 106.3 every day, and I figured it out. You're Flounder.
Wait a minute. This is Flounder?
Yeah. And then so we just thought that was such a cool moment. And they were like, how did you figure it out? And he said, well, y'all were talking about, I listen to it every day. Y'all were talking about the location. And he was like, well, I'm kind of in this location doing a project. And then you're talking about how Flounder's going to get the basement, Veronica's going to get the upstairs. And then the contractor's like, well, I'm in the basement right now. And then so he just started putting all these clues together, and he told us yesterday that he figured out it was Flounder. And so it was a really cool moment for him to get to meet Flounder and Veronica, I guess.
Oh, of course, you're a star. Absolutely. You're part of the team, baby. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Well, that's outstanding. And by the way, how flattering is that?
Yeah, it was kind of awkward for me because I'm not good with that stuff. But super cool guy. He's a general contractor. He's actually the person we bought the house from. He's his cousin. And so he's been doing a lot of repairs on the house over the years.
Cool.
His name's Sid. Really nice guy. I'll get his company name and give him a plug next week. But he was like, anytime you have trouble or need information, let me know. I'll come over here and happy to help.
I'll be darned. Well, that's Sid. Yeah, thank you so much.
Moment.
And what a
thank you, Sid.
What a nice thing to do to acknowledge Flounder and Miss Veronica. Well, now, sweetie, so now, in fact, I have when I saw Flounder today, I was joking yesterday about if it were me, the theory, the Kimmer theory is, of course, when you close on a house with your sweet bride or fiance or whatever, you get the keys. The first thing you have to do is, let's say, inspect every room in that place.
Yeah, I know. That's what I told him, too.
Okay. So without being too, whatever. So now I understand that the first thing I asked Flounder was, gee, are you going to start moving in sometime?
Well, he was a good sport. I really wanted to sleep there the first night, so he helped move the bed over there so we could sleep there last night.
Well, as he should. Remember, every single answer from now on is right
what are you
again,
talking
darling. Correct again, dear. You're never wrong, my angel. So he dragged a bed and put together a bed so that you could have your first night, and it's like carrying across the threshold. I guess nobody probably even knows what that means anymore.
Well, no, I told Brent that, and I said, Brent, you got to carry me across the threshold. And then my brother was, Flounder, and then my brother was there with us.
Who the hell's this Brent?
You're not married yet, Veronica.
Yeah, that's true. So you can say, but at least you're thinking about it. That's a good sign. Oh, yes. Mercy. Well, now, so I assume it's going to take a while to kind of get organized, get in there and everything else and all that kind of stuff. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm hoping to be done by this weekend because I like things to get done ASAP.
You're not going to get it done by this weekend. Are you nuts?
Kinda, yeah.
Holy cow. Well, listen, I'm so happy for you guys. Honest to goodness. Congratulations. And we want pictures if you want. I mean, you may not want to see what you're
come on over.
Okay, well, anytime you let us know or let me, we'll take care of it. Thank you so much. I'm really happy for you. Miss Veronica and Flounder are their new home. I'm just so thrilled. Thanks, sweetie. You have a great afternoon. That's just so cool.
Okay. Where's my room?
Yeah,
so
well,
I get
I'm
to
sure
sleep over. over on the way down.
Well, we have 2 guest rooms, so you guys are obviously, Pete, anytime you need a place to crash, you're more than welcome.
Excellent. And, well, that's just so cool. That's just so
It was a little, so obviously Winston, the dog, was...
Oh, he must be going nuts.
He was over the moon. And then we brought Lucas.
The cat. Cats go crazy in a first-time
Yeah, because he has no idea where he is. He was very...
Is he hiding? You won't find him for 2 days.
For a little bit, he was hiding. But right now, he's kind of... We're stationing him in the basement. I got all his stuff there because that's where my office is going to be. Yeah. So, but he eventually in the night came up and checked on us. So
every time we've moved to a place, and I've had cats and dogs and whatever, the cats especially, you may not see them for 3 days. Yeah, they're in an attic or in a cubby hole. I mean, they get freaked out and stuff. Well, that's great. I'm so happy for you. I can't tell you. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, Let It Rip Friday. Anything goes. Here is our number: 404-741-1230. 741-1230. We got a lot of newsy stuff. We'll get to it. Don't when I get to it. A lot of stuff. Oh, I heard again this thing in the morning show, the Beautiful Morning Bastards today, and I think this is totally a great idea. I don't know who came up with it, but I'm hearing it more and more, and I'm going to do it the whole time from now on. Whenever you're walking around or you're in with somebody or you're doing even at work and so you just suddenly say, "Did somebody say Hitler? Did I just hear Hitler? Is Hitler here? Or did I?" The more you start talking about Hitler, the more ridiculous this entire track becomes. Remember when the Democrat Party suddenly became the party of joy? Remember that? There was a whole campaign thing. This is the party of joy. And that didn't work. This is the biggest hate speech party in the history of the world. Everything they say coming out of their mouth is Hitler, Nazis, when, of course, they're the ones who want to clamp down on free speech. They want to have a commission for freedom of speech. They want to have only one candidate running for office, put the other one in jail. Oh, my God, they are freaking Hitler. Anyway, so anytime you go in here and say, did someone say Hitler? Is that Hitler over there? No. Hitler drank the water and she drank water too, so I guess she drank the same kind of thing Hitler did. I mean, just make a mockery out of all this. And by the way, she's even ignoring the calls to stop it because, once again, it shows the hate speech and it's dangerous speech by the Democrats. What other way can you think about it? It's dangerous and vicious and deliberate. And they can't stop.
And if you ever needed any validation that the federal government of the United States is your mortal enemy and is working against everything you and your forefathers believe in, that judge today telling Virginia, they have to put people who've self-identified as non-citizens. When it says right there in the law, non-citizens can't vote. A federal judge is forcing Virginia to put them back on the voting rolls.
I don't get it.
There's no other reason to do that except to cheat for the Democrats.
Yep, that's right. And I assume that other than a technicality, I assume that this has to go to the U.S. Supreme Court in the next few days, right now, this minute. Well, first of all, if they'll take it, the problem is the Supreme Court could say, well, it's got to go through the process. They could decide not to accept it. So here we go. I mean, thank God we have. Well, what is it? 6-3 or 5-4 conservative court.
Shouldn't it take precedence because it is going to possibly affect an election?
They don't have to.
They better.
But again, first of all, it's got to be appealed. It has to go through the steps. Now, the Supreme Court can do a step over if they want to, but again, they can decide they don't have to.
Is there any part of the federal government that doesn't work day and night to destroy everything you believe in?
No, again, that used to be one of those phony right-wing conspiracy theories. It's not a theory anymore.
I mean, the FDA has been paid off to put chemicals that cause cancer in children's food, and they look the other way. They're there to protect us, and they do nothing but get paid off and put more chemicals in the food. Look at what Europe and Israel and them, they don't allow half that crap in their food.
In fact, I saw a statistic. God, I wish I'd written it down. I saw a statistic, something like in foreign countries, their federal health people who make sure the food's okay allow something like 42 chemicals in your basic food staples and so it's like 45 or 50 chemicals of various kinds. America allows 7,000 or 25,000. I mean, it's astounding. Our food, you can't put it over. They wouldn't take it. They wouldn't allow it.
It's illegal.
And by the way, before we're going to talk about candy here in a second. I promise we do all the politics stuff too. Have you heard of this of quote emergency crystals? Do you know what that is? Have you ever, Flounder? You ever seen that?
Emergency crystals?
Emergency crystals. I saw a TV ad. I can't believe this. A TV ad. In fact, I put it on my phone. I saw a TV ad, and it has like a cartoon character, and it says, sometimes you need a burst. And it shows this little boy, and he sucks down something out of a tube, and then he starts climbing buildings. And it's emergency crystals. In fact, I looked it up. I said, what the hell is emergency crystal? I swear to God, I'm not making this up.
Sugar?
Yeah, apparently, emergency sea crystals offer the same immune support as a no-water-needed crystal-popping experience. Natural energy, B vitamins, milligrams of vitamin C per stick, zinc and manganese, and apparently you eat it and let your little boy go climb buildings. It's getting high at demand. Emergency crystals? Oh my, what emergency? Oh my God! Talk about food going into our children. 3:15, Kimber, Pete, and Flounder. How you doing? Look out. The legend Neil Boortz is only on Extra 106.3. Hey, it's the Kimmer. How's it going? Here's what you missed from the Talkmaster.
And I'm talking about prescription drugs being advertised. We're teaching our kids drugs are the answer. Should they be permitted to advertise? Yeah, go ahead. Name the drug, the side effects, and tell them what it can do for you, and get the hell off the tube.
Catch Neil's commentary every day on Extra 106.3 or listen anytime on the Extra 106.3 app.
Hey, Atlanta, it's Mark from the Safe House. And now the security riddle of the day. When times get tough, where do you keep your stuff? Answer, in a quality safe from the Safe House, of course. Don't go to a big box store and get a fake safe. That would be as effective as Joe Biden's fake border policy. For over 30 years, the Safe House has been providing the best quality safes on the market. Brands like Browning, Fort Knox, and Champion. And with the largest selection of safes on display in Georgia, we're confident we can help you pick the right safe to fit your needs. So drop by our huge showroom or go to atlantasafehouse.com.
The future. Protecting assets is crucial, and that's where Nelson Elder Care Law excels. As a family-owned and family-focused firm, we provide absolute assurance and peace of mind through our trademarked Absolute Protection Trust, tailored services in estate planning, probate administration, Medicaid crisis solutions, guardianship, and conservatorship. Our goal is to exceed your expectations and empower informed decisions. Visit NelsonElderCareLaw.com for asset protection and peace of mind.
Hey, it's a Kimmer. We all know that Affordable Care Act is hardly affordable. Those pricey health insurance premiums are killing me. Hey, if you could save up to 60% of your current monthly premiums and get better coverage at a price you can afford, if you're self-employed or self-insured, a small business owner, you got that COBRA thing going, I got a guy, Steven, the health insurance doctor, can easily solve your health insurance dilemma. Steven will customize a comprehensive, zero-deductible, nationwide PPO something. I don't know what that is, but he sure does, and it's available immediately. You can have the freedom to choose any doctor or any hospital, save thousands of dollars of annual premiums, enhance benefits like dental, vision, cancer, accidental policies, and stuff like that. Many current clients are saving more than $10,000 a year. Call my guy, Steven, the health insurance doctor, and see how much you can save. 678-523-0759. There's no charge. It's free to you. You don't have to pay him. Health insurance doesn't have to stink anymore. Call Steven, the health insurance doctor, 678-523-0759. Online, healthinsuranceDoctor.net.
Tune into your new favorite show that's redefining the A to Z's of marketing, The Marketing Madmen. We'll take you behind the scenes of successful campaigns and reveal the strategies that win. We're not just talking about marketing, we're making it happen. From viral content creation to leveraging AI for customer engagement, our experts bring you to the cutting edge of industry. This is your playbook for market dominance. Tune in and transform your approach with actionable tips that could skyrocket your ROI. The Marketing Madmen every Saturday at 4 p.m. right here on Extra 106.3.
Georgia, it's time to make our voices heard. The Georgia Republican Party is committed to protecting our families, our freedoms, and our way of life. In the upcoming 2024-25 elections, we're dedicated to informing, educating, attracting, and inviting all Georgians to vote Republican at every level, state, local, and federal. Your support is crucial. Donations of any size are welcomed and appreciated. Visit gagop.org to donate today, and together, let's make Georgia's future friendly and prosperous for everyone in Georgia. gagop.org.
The legend Neil Boortz is only on Extra 106.3. With daily commentary you'll hear throughout the day. And he's on live with a Morning Extra every Tuesday morning at 7:30. Atlanta's only conservative news and talk station, Extra 106.3. And catch all of Neil's commentary on the Extra app.
All right, hold on. I got to get my thing here. That's what she said. How you doing? I got 319. Yeah, it's only me. It's only the Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, and Johnny Cash. Bada boom, bada boom.
Well, I left Kentucky back in 49 and went to Detroit working on a
Oh, God, I don't think I've heard this song in 50 years. How you doing,
Every day I'd watch them beauties roll
2003, Johnny Cash's stepdaughter, Rosie Nix Adams, and her fiddle player, Jimmy Campbell, were found dead on their tour bus in Clarksville, Tennessee from carbon monoxide poisoning in 2003. Heaters that were left on because it was cold were blamed for the accident. Johnny Cash's stepdaughter. Let's play a little song here, Flounder. I've forgotten all about this.
At least $100,000.
Was this the one he goes across the country?
I get it one piece at a time. And
oh, I've been everywhere.
You'll know it's me when I come through your town.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember this song at all. Johnny Cash. There we go. Our birthday list includes Tracy Nelson. Tracy Nelson is Ricky Nelson's daughter, as I recall. She's 61 years old. She was the Father Dowling mystery girl. And I remember one time she was, oh, did I do something wrong? Okay. She was in a Seinfeld episode, and they had Tracy Nelson on as the guest star, and they had her hair pulled back and had her dressed to look exactly like Jerry Seinfeld. And, and the deal was, when Jerry brought this date home to meet George, George couldn't help but notice that she looked just like Jerry, and he was afraid to say something. And at some point, the skit was that George said to Jerry, "You're kissing yourself," and that was the king. Anyway, Tracy Nelson, 61 years old. Oh, I got a note thing. Then we're going to talk candy. We got sports. We got the Holy Crap at sports. We got Pete's Treats. We got a game. We got Flounder's Funnies. I'm telling you, I freaking got everything. I can't even believe it. And it's Friday. I love Thursday nights. And last night I couldn't stop working. I thought Thursday night was supposed to be easy for me. For some reason, it was horrible. So today I'm trying to relax while I'm on the. In fact, I can relax from 3 to 6. That's backwards. Anyway, on this day, hold on, I gotta get Froggy. Here we go. On this day, I'm a little keyed up today. Someone said something nice about me, and I can't handle it. I don't know what to do now. There's too much pressure. On this day in 1929, the Teapot Dome scandal. Albert, now everybody's heard. Flounder, have you ever heard of the name Teapot Dome scandal? He's in the back. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting to look at the camera.
I've heard of it vaguely, but I'm not sure what it is.
Now, Pete Davis, obviously you would know. You're a literary type guy, so you read this kind of stuff. Okay. I'll bet you that there's 80% of the people listening right now know that there is such a thing as the Teapot Dome scandal, but have no idea what it was. Well, they don't. Well, they're about to learn.
Most people have never heard of it.
Well, once again, by Jesus, they're about to learn because I'm doing your history lesson. And now yesterday morning, the difference is yesterday morning, Joe said he enjoyed my history stuff.
1 out of 1,000.
1 out of a, oh, stop. This day, 1929. Albert Fall was the Secretary of the Interior, President Warren G. Harding's cabinet. He accepted a bribe while in office. It was the first individual to be convicted of a crime serving in the presidential cabinet. Never happened before. He got a $100,000 interest-free loan from the transport company for the oil leases area in an oil reserve in California. The Teapot Dome in Wyoming was transferred to the Department of the Interior, and he got money because of it. So anyway, but that was the first guy ever being convicted of in a scandal like that in American cabinet member history. All right, 323-404-741-1230. Okay, we'll talk candy here for a second. All right, in fact, today I went to the store. I actually left the house. I had to get carrots for tomorrow morning. The reason I go to the store Friday because when I go to the stable, I don't want to have to stop at the store because I cut up all my carrots and I have to shave some for the horse Brixie who doesn't have very good teeth. So I have to do it Friday night or Saturday morning or I can't go to the store anyway. So I go to the store today and I said I'm going to start buying Halloween candy. Okay, so because Halloween's Thursday night, right? So I start buying some Halloween candy and I realized, oh my God, I did the last year. I asked the kids as it came by, that seemed nobody wanted Reese's Pieces, nobody wanted Hershey bars, nobody wanted Snickers. I mean, I couldn't believe it. And they said, oh, we like, those gummy bears and those, Sour Patch things, and they'll come to stuff like that. So I went to the store today. I went to Publix today, and I went to that aisle, and I put this on Facebook, Facebook and YouTube. I posted it, and I went to those packages of, Nerds and gummy bears and crawlers and stuff like that, and they're $5.60 a bag.
That's the non-chocolate stuff?
And they're not great big bags. They're just little hand-sized bags for almost $6 a piece. So my Facebook post was, you mean to tell me I got about like 30 or 40 of these things for $200 for Halloween? I mean, my God. But I did buy some. But I also bought, I bought Snickers and Baby Ruth and Hershey bars plain and Hershey bars almonds. I bought Kit Kats. I bought 2 different kinds of Reese's. And so, I'm telling you, I think the kids like all the. Are you supposed to pay like that? I mean, $6 a piece? Isn't that kind of pricey for Halloween? I don't know. Pete Davis?
All I know is I found the perfect bag of candy last night, because there's always all these assorted candy bags that have 1 or 2 things in there you don't like, you end up throwing out, because I don't have any kids for trick-or-treat. I live in a valley by myself, so there's nobody here. Yeah. But I found a bag that has Hershey's chocolate bars, York peppermint patties, Reese's peanut butter cups, Almond Joys, and Kit Kats in the same damn bag.
Get the Almond Joys out of there and you're good to go.
Yeah, get rid of the Almond Joy. I hate almond candy bars. Yeah.
I love them. In fact, one guy says coconut doesn't belong in candy. I said, are you nuts?
I agree.
No, it doesn't belong in candy. Or cakes.
You're wrong.
Or food.
Wrong.
Or world. The world or jungles or near beaches. Anyway. Sorry. I know I got all those, except I didn't get any peppermint patties, but I did get the Kit Kat, Reese's, and all kind of stuff, and Hershey bars. I didn't get any almond stuff in the Kit Kat. But again, but I got reaction. I was posting this, and when I posted my video, I said, well, I guess I just have to be a grouch or something. And Mark said, oh, yeah, you're too late by about 30 years. Oh, very funny, Mark. And Mary said, chocolate bars, Kimmer, chocolate bars. And my Kimmer Babe listener, Casey, just buy bags of mixed candy. It's cheaper, and because kids don't really care, just go to Dollar General. And Milton said, not really into cheaper there, kids. So I guarantee you they're not going to want those chocolate bars or the Hershey's. I mean, the Hershey's or Snickers or Milky Way or
they get nothing in like it. And I tell you right, do not go to Dollar General. I made that mistake several years ago, and the candy was all stale. There's a reason.
Yeah, I'll bet it's cheap. Old. Yeah, it's been in a warehouse for 9 years or something. And again, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say. I don't know about Dollar General, but I've had that happen in a lot of places where it's been there a long time. That's why you don't buy certain things at Walmart or Walgreens. Walgreens has a supermarket section. Walgreens pharmacies has food. And they have paper towels and food and they have all kinds of stuff. And so, if you take, I don't know whether you're taking a chance or not. I buy my mints for the horses there at Walgreens because they have the special ones I like that the horses like.
You just told us not to buy them.
Well, I lied. No, I didn't say no. I said sometimes you might find that. You'll find that the candy's been, it's like gray or, it's whatever. Anyway.
Gray?
I don't know. 327.
That's the first time.
There's no gray food.
That's the first color I've ever.
You don't want great food, I'm pretty sure. 404-741-1230. 404-741-1230.
Well, your favorite vegetable is gravy.
Brown. Yeah. Or brown or gray. Gray, true. White and gray. Yeah, that's true.
What's your favorite preserve? Because mine's strawberry, and I like raspberry, too. What's your favorite preserve?
Oh, wow. Okay. I think it was grape jelly or grape preserves, and I think it might be strawberry. It used to be grape. I think it's strawberry.
Strawberry?
I haven't had it in so long. I don't know. Why?
Grape jelly.
Grape jelly? Yeah, I like grape
jelly. You know what the worst tasting preserve is?
What, some guava or something? What?
Paper jam.
I don't get it.
Paper jam?
Paper jam.
Oh, Jesus. I'm going to have to go home.
That was actually a pretty good one.
I just can't keep going. I'm going to have to go home. Paper jam. I'll give you a paper.
I don't get it.
I didn't get it. I didn't see the little kid who sees dead people either. I didn't get that for like a month till I saw the thing again. Somebody said, "Oh, you idiot, he's dead." Oh, crap. Now it makes sense. I'm not good, so leave me alone. I've had a hard life, Christ. Anyway, sorry. Oh, by the way, we got Pete's Tweets coming up. Are you doing any for the Babylon Bee?
No, I'm not.
I found a couple of these that I thought were pretty amusing. Just hold on 1 second here. Check this out. And again, was that Hitler? Did somebody just say Hitler? Every time you walk around, somebody say, was that Hitler? Somebody say Hitler? Make fun of these idiots. In case you missed it. The Babylon Bee says, gee, Democrats explained Trump was going to be Hitler during his first term, but he forgot. 9 ways Trump is exactly like Hitler. Mein Kampf is German for the art of the deal. Both were called Hitler by their political opponents. Both briefly worked at McDonald's. A lot of people don't know that. They have the exact same mustache, but Trump's is blonde, so you really can't see it. I don't know. Anyways, freaking Hitler. Yeah, was that Hitler? Somebody say Hitler? We got to mock these people. All right, hold everything. We got a whole bunch of newsy political stuff, and it's coming up next. Kimber, Pete, and Flounder, and your calls and goofing around. And we got Halloween things, a haunted house, and how to tell if your boyfriend's cheating. We got a million things. Kimber, Pete, and Flounder. Lay on. Here we go. Here we go.
Fan and Extra 106.3 are proud to salute all those who've served our great nation at our 2024 Veterans Day Golf Classic. Friday, November 8th at Heritage Golf Links. Join all your favorite fan and extra personalities for a day of golf, prizes, and fun, all benefiting our friends at the Warrior Alliance. Special thanks to Georgia Power, Harris Cherokee Casino, Corona, Scana Energy, Howe Barron Law Group, The Long Drink, Southwire, Brassfield Gory, Window Traditions, Two-Way Radio Gear, Panther Plumbing, and Zero FG Energy Drink.
That's 2 weeks from today. Cool. That's going to be fun. 3:31, Kimber, Pete, and Flounder. How's it going? Okay, here's the deal. Keeping yourself safe. Boy, where we feel a little unsafe these days. Well, when you think safe, think Atlanta Safe House. You know, they can actually build you a family storm shelter. These guys don't fool around. Jeff and Mark and the whole crew up there. They have a showroom in Acworth to show you exactly what they're talking about. On the web, atlantasafehouse.com. And here's the deal. You know, it's Gun Safe Month. That means you're going to be saving a bundle. By the way, I think they still have some summer sales. Don't tell them. It's okay. It's everything fine. And don't forget rebates. People forget about rebates. They'll help you figure out as much. You're going to save hundreds of dollars. And these gun safes, man, are they fantastic. And they can fix them inside any way you want with shelving units and nooks and crannies and all that kind of stuff. Pistol safes, they got all kinds of different kinds and brands. Check them out on the web yourself. In fact, they love it when you just stop into, even if you're not in the market right now for a safe, you're thinking about it. Well, let me tell you, check it out. Go say hi. Even to put a little selfie on the Facebook if you feel like it, just having some good times. They take care, protect you, and they'll never give out your master reset code to anybody who doesn't deserve it without subpoenas and stuff like that, like some companies do. They protect your rights as well as your stuff. Only use off-duty police, firefighters, and military because you can trust them in your house or in your garage or in your office or wherever. They can bolt it from the inside like they did to your with me to your concrete floor, saving money. All the top brands. Please tell them the Kimber sent you and say howdy and Semperfi. These guys love America the way you do. AtlantaSafeHouse.com.
You may know that ATL Turf Co. has become a leader in artificial grass design and installation services, but you may not know that ATL Turf Co. is a large artificial grass distributor. We only sell U.S.-made, premium name brand turf at factory direct pricing below wholesale. And now we're open to the public with large inventories of lawn and landscape, putting green, athletic, and pet turf on sale. Plus, all remnants are on sale for only $1 per square foot, direct from Dalton to our warehouse in Kennesaw. Visit atlturfco.com to learn more. atlturfco.com.
Hi, this is Ben.
And I'm Walt from Horizon Background Screening.
I would say anyone who's working in any industry could use our services.
A couple of the clients that people tend to not even think about are churches, volunteer organizations. We do a lot of background checks for referee associations. Anybody who's going to be around kids or older adults or anybody vulnerable, you really need to do a background check that includes a criminal history, a sex offender registry search, and anything else that's really relevant to your organization, just to make sure that the people who you're putting in touch with, kids and other vulnerable people, are who you think they are, and that you're not putting your clientele at risk.
So we're going to help you reduce your risk. We're going to help you hire the right person on the front end so that you don't spend all this time with training and all those kind of things and then realize that wasn't a good hire.
The best way for people to find us is on our website. A quick Google search of Horizon Background Screening, or look at us at horizonscreening.com.
What's up, Atlanta? It's Ben Burnett, host of the Weekend Ben Burnett Show. Each and every weekend, right here on Extra 106.3, we unpack all the week's events. We talk about all the issues with a local Atlanta-based flavor. You can catch me each and every weekend, Saturdays at 2 and Sundays at noon. If you ever miss an episode, you can go to the podcast park or wherever you download all of your content, and I'll be right there. Thanks for listening to the Ben Burnett Show, proudly brought to you by Butler Snow.
The end of the year is closing in, and with it, another tax year comes to an end. As you prepare to file your taxes, consider the efficiency of your tax strategy. Have you maximized your IRA and Roth contributions? Do you have an RMD strategy in place? Are you making moves now to maximize your future tax-free income? Not only is the year-end fast approaching, but the 2017 tax cuts sunset at the end of 2025, placing many Americans in a higher tax bracket. Don't just report your taxes, plan for them. Contact Master Plan Retirement Consultants now to create a retirement plan specifically designed for you. Visit masterplanretire.com to schedule your complimentary consultation, where we can illustrate your retirement outlook and create a plan together for your future. Master Plan Retirement Consultants. Plan well and prosper.
Advisory services offered through Master Plan Retirement Consultants, Inc., a registered investment advisory in the state of Georgia. Insurance, tax, and commodity services offered through Fricks & Associates, Inc., DBA Master Plan Retirement Consultants. The aforementioned are affiliated companies.
It's fall, y'all. And no matter what your family has on the plate, Subaru of Gwinnett has the vehicle for you. If you're headed to a game, then tailgate in style in the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester. It holds everything you need for the tailgate and keeps the most precious cargo, your family, safe. Maybe you're just taking a ride up to the mountains to see the leaves, or driving to spend time with the family. Wherever you're headed this fall, the 2025 Subaru Outback shares your spirit with standard symmetrical all-wheel drive and up to 32 miles per gallon. And we're proud to offer you so much more than a car buying experience. At Subaru of Gwinnett, we extend that saving to our amazing and reliable service department, where you'll get unmatched service and specials you'll love during our fall service event. Visit us on Satellite Boulevard in Duluth and let us show you how our family can take care of your family. Or start your shopping online at SubaruofGwinnett.com.
Did you miss Neil Boortz?
I am shocked.
Don't worry. He's live anytime on the Extra 106.3 app.
Oh, that radio show.
Did traffic cause you to miss some of the Kimmer Show? Get it on the app.
It's all the kids talk about on Monday at school.
With anytime show replays from the Kimmer, Boortz, The Morning Extra, Clay and Buck, and so much more. Plus local headlines and breaking news. Grab the Extra 106.3 app now and start streaming.
How's it going? 3:37, Cameron Pete and Flounder and the Grateful Dead. 2001. On this day, 13 law firms were involved in claims to Grateful Dead guitarist Jerry Garcia's $10 million estate 6 years after he died. 13 law firms claiming it. Former wives and girlfriends fighting over how to distribute his estate, and annual royalties of more than $4.5 million. Jerry Garcia, 6 years after he died. 3:37, 3:38, let's call it. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. Our birthdays include Nancy Cartwright.
Actually, real quick, random, I'm playing this song, but Phil Lesh, the bass player for the Grateful Dead, has just passed away.
Really? Oh, my God. Say anything about it or his age or anything? He's got to be up there.
I'm not
pretty
sure.
good.
Again, he definitely had dealt with cancer issues throughout his life, but I'm not really sure what it's.
I'll be damned. Again, Phil Lesh.
I'll be darned. Well, that's a shame. My daughter Jennifer will be. She was a deadhead for a while back when she was a cocaine and heroin addict. Well, she's still an addict. She's clean for 20 years this month. Anyway, our birthday's Nancy Cartwright, the voice of Bart Simpson, not to mention Nelson Muntz, Rod and Todd Flanders, the amazing Ralph Wiggum, the girl who got banished to Cartoon Land and Twilight Zone, the movie. Nancy Cartwright is 67.
I'm in danger.
Oh, mercy. And on this day in history, some sad news another way. In 1991, rock promoter Bill Graham died in a helicopter crash. Returning from a Huey Lewis concert in Northern California, Bill Graham built Fillmore Theaters, produced the Live Aid concert, Amnesty International tour, and the U.S. Festival. He was responsible for the success of San Francisco artists like Santana, Janis Joplin, and the Grateful Dead. Bill Graham, 1991 helicopter crash. 404-741-1230, 404-741-1230. Neil Boortz joins us at 4 o'clock. We'll see where he is, what he's doing, and how is rehabbing, what is not rehabbing, it's redoing his condo down there in Florida. 404-741-1230. Just in the Republican Party, we're going to talk a little. Was that Hitler? Did someone say Hitler? Did I hear Hitler? Hitler's voice right now? We got to mock these people. I mean, it's disgusting and disgraceful. Yeah, see what I mean? That was Vice President Harris right there. My God, I couldn't believe it. She's really got the accent. We know she can do Spanish. We know she can do Asian. We know she does. She doesn't do again. Once again, here's Vice President side piece. She's worked on her brand new accent for her next speech. Boy, that is really good. Man, I
don't know if we can keep playing the Hitler stuff there.
Well, somebody ought to be getting offended. How can a Jew vote for these people? And okay, before you even talk about that, I've got a whole page of notes here that are just driving me nuts. Okay, all right. If Donald Trump is Hitler, that means that these Democrats are saying that you and I are perfectly happy following Hitler. If Donald Trump is Hitler, we are Hitler followers. If Donald Trump is a fascist, we support fascism by the hundreds of millions, apparently. If he's a Nazi, we support the Nazis. Why wasn't he a Nazi before? He had the power before. Why wasn't he a Nazi then? And by the way, for the record, how is it possible that the American Jewish population isn't absolutely offended by these Democrats using the Holocaust to talk about politics and rub their noses in it? You ought to be in front of the freaking vice president's house and following around with signs and burning torches. They're coming out. Oh my God, I can't believe these people. If you're Jewish, you're not incredibly offended by this. Something's wrong with you. Stand up for yourselves. My God. And who am I to tell you? But snap out of it.
Every time they mention him, Hitler, every time they call us Nazis, they insult 6 million people, Jews, gypsies, homosexuals, mentally ill and physically handicapped people who died in the ovens and the gas chambers by the hands of real Nazis. These idiots have never read a history book. They don't know what they're saying, what a fascist is, a Nazi. They can't ever define any of those terms. They have no clue what Hitler stood for, and they insult every victim and every survivor of that. Every single person who survived it, every family member who had family members who died in it. They insult millions of people around the world by saying that, and they need to be called out for their ignorance.
They need to be, and it has to be more than that. I mean, seriously, if you really believe that Donald Trump will become Hitler and we will all be his Nazi followers when he gets into office, and we will turn our guns on the people who oppose the Republican Party and kill them on the streets of America, are you serious? I mean, come on. I mean, seriously, do you really think Donald Trump is Hitler?
Someone pointed out on Twitter earlier, when President Eisenhower sent the National Guard into Little Rock to desegregate Central High School, my aunt was there at the time. You know what the Democrat Party at that time called him?
Yeah.
And remember, this is the man who beat Hitler.
Yeah.
They called him Hitler.
That's right. Yeah, Democrats, because they wanted to save their prejudice against dark people.
Right.
That's the history of the Democrat Party. Who do you think founded the KKK? Jeez, I mean, seriously, this is so freaking offensive. All right, Flounder, let's do cut number 5. Hillary Rodham P. Stinky Fart Cabbage is talking with the CNN girl, Caitlin Collins. Man, she's been getting, I mean, these people, one day they're going to snap out of it. And so Hillary Rodham P. Stinky Fart Cabbage is talking to the CNN girl, and she once again, see what their main attitude is now and their campaign theme for the rest of the less than 2 weeks we have to go. Flounder, cut number 5, please, if you will.
Now, one other thing that you'll see next week, Caitlin, is Trump actually reenacting the Madison Square Garden rally in 1939. I write about this in my book. President Franklin Roosevelt was appalled that neo-Nazis, fascists in America were lining up to essentially pledge their support for the kind of government that they were seeing in Germany. So I don't think we can ignore it.
Yeah, she says it may be a leap for some people. A lot of others may think, I don't want to go there. I don't want to say that. But Hillary Rodham P. Stinky Fart Cabbage says, please open your eyes to the danger that this man poses to our country, because I think it is clear and present for anybody paying attention. Trump is a fascist, and he's doing what Hitler did. I mean, this is so freaking offensive. She's calling us followers of Hitler.
Yeah. Half the country.
I mean, if she said that to my face, I'd spit in her face and hope that she slapped me, because then I'd punch her in the jaw.
I hope she's right, though. I hope he is a threat to her.
Yeah.
I hope this time he goes after her and puts that bitch in prison.
In fact, well, we're going to talk about that, too, because we're going to talk about Hunter Biden thing coming up in a second. Also, the Trump campaign, real quick here, Flounder, before we do a cowabunga. This says, I thank God they're pointing it out, but I hope people are listening. It's disgusting. That's the reaction. Trump campaign, it's freaking disgusting. Hillary Clinton is so messed up from her raging 8-year-long case of anti-Trump derangement syndrome that she forgot that she did an event at Madison Square Garden when she was a senator, and her husband Bill accepted the Democrat nomination there. Putting aside her hypocrisy, Hillary's rhetoric about half the country is disgusting. Again, half the country. It's an insult to the survivors of Adolf Hitler's atrocities. Official comment from Trump. This is deeply disturbing rhetoric, not only responsible, but for the violence and irresponsible to use against someone who survived multiple assassination attempts. It demonizes half the country, and it belittles the pain of actual Holocaust survivors. Kamala will lose just like this nasty woman. God, what a freaking disgrace. Are you a Nazi? Did someone say Nazi? I thought I heard Nazi. 346, Kim repeat a Nazi and Flounder. We got a couple of Nazis over here. Could I have some Nazi Wiener Schnitzel, please? To go, a couple to go, a little later. Anybody say Nazi? Jesus.
Hey, it's Rhino from the Morning Extra, getting your weekday morning started from 6 to 10 a.m.
Did y'all see the article from Time Magazine? On the front cover of the magazine, talked about, are processed and ultra-processed foods really that bad? Because that's been what RFK Jr. has been attacking.
The answer is correct. They're all bad.
Yes, they are. Of course they are. But you have the unhinged left going, well, are they? If RFK says they're bad, maybe they're not so bad.
I made my wife stop giving my youngest daughter Lunchables.
Well, yeah, but those things are just like,
they're horrible.
They're not even real food. They're not even real, but that's the thing. They are so unhinged on the left. Next, let's say RFK Jr. says, you know what, smoking's real bad. You're going to have the front of Time Magazine with nothing but a pack of Cools. Yeah, there'll be Cools. It'll be Cowboy Killers, Marlboro Reds, and they'll be like, are they really that bad? That's what's coming next.
The Morning Extra, 6 to 10 a.m. on Extra 106.3 FM and the Extra app.
All right, I got now. It's only me. It's only the Kipper. And coming up, the porn people are getting involved in American politics. Thanks to the Democrats coming up. Hey, I got a question. Are you self-employed? Own your own business? Maybe self-insured? And you're feeling pretty good? Well, what happens when you all of a sudden become chronically ill? Well, you may be fine today, but man, a chronic illness could wipe you out. What do? Oh, goody. It's time to go try to figure out your own health care plan. How about the health insurance doctor? The health insurance doctor's named Stephen. He will take care of business. You think Obamacare is going to help you figure out what kind of plan you need and how much it should cost and what about deductibles? Try to get someone to answer the actual phone. I got a guy. The health insurance doctor's name is Stephen with a better solution. It's the non-Obamacare Schmamacare health plan. These got plans that are available year-round. No open enrollment problems. $0 deductibles. How about you go to the doctor and don't pay him anything for a co-payment thing? Power of the nationwide PPO business. I don't know. Again, I don't know about this stuff. I don't read fine print. I don't go through contract. I'm not. That's not me. You need a guy. I got the guy. The health insurance doctor. His clients are saving as much as 60% over Obama Schmamacare plans. Many are saving on the whole family thing. You can save like $10,000 in premiums a year. He's been doing this for decades, thousands of satisfied clients, personally answering your call. And guess what? You don't have to pay him. His services are free to you, no charge. Health insurance doctor, here's the number, 678-523-0759. 628-523-0759. On the web, healthinsurancedoctor.net.
Central Heating and Air Conditioning wants you to know the start of the new season is the perfect time to ensure your home's comfort for the fall and winter. Don't wait like most people do to have your HVAC system serviced. Your home should have maintenance twice a year. Maintenance helps keep your furnace running at peak efficiency and extends the life of your equipment. Turn to the experts for your system's maintenance at 770-GET-HEAT or centralheat.com. Central Heating and Air Conditioning can fix what ails your house and possibly your family with home ventilation and air quality products. Central has packages designed around health using variable speed, fresh air ventilation, air cleaners, air purifiers, dehumidifiers, and more. Carrier products, carrier warranty, and carrier peace of mind. Central Heating and Air Conditioning, your Atlanta carrier expert since 1947 and one of the few second-generation locally owned HVAC companies in Atlanta. Call 770-GET-HEAT or go to centralheat.com.
We're smart, we care. We're Central Heating and Air.
No one plans on going to jail, but at A Second Chance Bail Bonds, we believe everyone deserves a second chance. That's the driving force behind everything we do. If you or a loved one has been arrested across town or across the country, you need help now. A Second Chance Bail Bonds works fast with bondsmen throughout Atlanta to help expedite release within hours. A Second Chance. It's better to know us and not need us than need us and not know us. Call A Second Chance 24/7 at 404-BAIL-OUT. That's 404-BAIL-OUT or online at atlbail.com.
Listen up. This is David Van Sant from Van Sant Law. I usually use this time on the radio to remind you if you're in an accident to make the right call to Van Sant Law. While this is true, this upcoming election is so important, I just need to speak from the heart and shift the focus from my firm to the future of this great country and urge everyone not only to go vote, but to make the right vote and to cast your ballot for Donald J. Trump 2024 to make America great again. Thank you so much, and God bless America.
Van Sant Law is responsible for the content of this ad, paid for by Van Sant Law.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated in the best hearing aids of 2024 by USA Today, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, just $189.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 500,000 happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Georgia, it's time to make our voices heard. The Georgia Republican Party is committed to protecting our families, our freedoms, and our way of life. In the upcoming 2024-25 elections, we're dedicated to informing, educating, attracting, and inviting all Georgians to vote Republican at every level, state, local, and federal. Your support is crucial. Donations of any size are welcomed and appreciated. Visit gagop.org to donate today, and together, let's make Georgia's future friendly and prosperous for everyone in Georgia. gagop.org.
Keep up with all of our shows and the latest headlines by following Extra 1063 on Instagram, X, Facebook, Truth Social, and all your social media platforms. Plus exclusive giveaways and more. So follow now at XTRA 1063.
Here we go, look out. Bully, bully. Who you bully anybody, boy? Bully, bully. Sam, Sham, and the Pharaohs. On this day, 24 years ago, William Martin, the drummer for Sam, the Sham, and the Pharaohs, died of a heart attack. The quintessential Tex-Mex band of the 60s. Can you even say Tex-Mex out loud anymore? The Tex-Mex band of the 90s. That's what I've always thought, but I'll bet you could probably get in trouble somewhere if you're a Democrat serving your food to you. These freaking people. I'm so sick of this. Wait till you hear the commercial coming up for Donald Trump concerning a guy who has been there talking about Nazis. Dear God. All right, first of all, the Tex-Mex band of the 60s had the 1968 number 2 American and number 11 British hit Wooly Bully. And their drummer passed away, nothing there. All right, to the phones. Phone calls take priority. Adam from the Sandy Springs Adams and Millennial Fuddy Duddy's coming up. Adam, you're on the radio, man. What do you think? What's up?
Hey, guys. Happy Friday. Semper Fi. Yeah, I just want to say, are these Democrats stupid?
Yes.
Trump had 3 Jewish grandchildren.
Yeah.
Ivanka converted to Judaism.
Yeah.
And Trump was wearing a yarmulke at the Western Wall. So if Trump's a Nazi, he's the worst Nazi ever.
He's the only president who brought the embassy to where it should have gone in the first place. Every other president since it was established said, oh, I'm going to do it, but he never did it. And Trump said, we're going to Jerusalem. I mean, come on, but how is it possible that anybody could think he has anything and any possible sliver of anti-Semitism in his soul? I mean, it's offensive. I can't believe there's still, that's the last item. That's the last bout they have is as Trump is a freaking Nazi as Hitler. God.
Well, they get their marching orders from all these idiots on MSNBC, CNN, and all the other leftist outlets without doing any of their research.
Yeah, and in fact, Adam, we're going to play a soundbite in a minute when with Anderson Cooper being taken on by Charlemagne and vice versa. Even finally, the Democrats are eating themselves, which I'm thrilled about. Adam, thank you, man. Have a great weekend, and I appreciate you calling. 355 Millennial Fuddy Duddy on the radio, man. Happy Friday. What's up?
Hey, Kimmer, long-time caller, first-time listener.
Thank you.
Nice to talk to you again.
Yeah, whatever. Yes, sir.
I have a couple of things I'd like to opine about, if you'll let me.
Please do.
So the first thing I wanted to bring up was Kamala Harris, and I really hope that your listeners will really consider this if she does happen to win, though it's looking like she won't.
Yeah.
She is what is happening in America with DEI and how she got on top in California and how she is now a presidential candidate. She came in through Biden and now, through really no actual merit has gotten into a position where she's a candidate. And I think that's kind of why a lot of people are coming forward with issues of plagiarism and they're kind of starting to eat their own there because you can only lie for so long until that catches up to you.
Yeah.
So I hope that the 40 to 55-year-olds who have children who have watched the news and sort of seen the things on television will realize that their children and their grandchildren are not going to have a future in America that they maybe had themselves if we don't course correct. Separately,
yep.
I'm sorry if I'm going on too long here. I just wanted to point out, there are things about President Trump that I do not like. But Matthew 7, don't point out the speck in your brother's eye without acknowledging the plank in your own eye. I really don't think we deserve him. He's campaigning in states that he has no chance of winning, Coachella and New York. He's got the work ethic. He really is doing, he's trying. And, I just personally, I don't like a lot of things about him, but I just don't think we deserve him as a candidate.
All right. I appreciate it. We're running short of time, but thank you. I'll call anytime on 357. Do we have time to do first Founders Funnies for Nuckies Hokies? Here we go.
So this is one of, I know, Pete and yours favorite. It's Mr. Norm Macdonald talking about.
With Hitler, the more I learn about that guy, the more I don't care for him. I can't. And there's nothing redeeming about the guy. I tell you guys, I go, how on earth could these Germans follow this lunatic, And they're like, oh, he was an incredible public speaker, he could hypnotize you with his public speaking. And then I see him, he's like, correctly. I go, what? That's not my idea of a silver-tongued devil,
Norm Macdonald. 358. Do we have time for this? This is a new Trump ad, I think. Do we have time for this phone? This is an Auschwitz survivor tearing Kamala Harris to pieces right now.
Hitler
invaded Poland when I was 9 years old. He murdered my parents and most of our family. I know more about Hitler than Kamala will ever know in 1,000 lifetimes. For her to accuse President Trump of being like Hitler is the worst thing I've ever heard in my 75 years living in the United States. I know President Trump, and he would never say this, and Kamala Harris knows this. She owes my parents and everybody else who was murdered by Hitler an apology for repeating this lie.
She owes him and everyone an apology. This is the most offensive, disgraceful, disgusting political campaign. Have you, okay, I'm no scholar on this. Have you ever in your life ever even heard of a more vicious, filthy, dirty, divisive political campaign for president of the United States?
She needs to be confronted everywhere she goes about this for the rest of her life.
That's right. Hey, don't election's one thing. How about the rest of the time she's on Earth? Let's not forget what they did to Republicans. You get them every time you chance, right? Fine. You're asking for it. Hopefully you're going to get it. Politically, of course. Was that Hitler? Did someone say Hitler? Damn. 4 o'clock coming up. I can't believe you, sir. I think it's Hitler's over there. I got a Hitler candy bar coming, I think, delivering now.
WFOM and W292EV Marietta, a Dickey broadcasting station. This hour is presented by Atlanta Safe House.
Virginia appeals a voter eligibility decision. I'm Jack Callahan, Fox News, asking the federal appeals court to stay an order from a federal judge that the state restore to its voter rolls 1,600 people removed, many of whom had self-identified as non-citizens. Governor Glenn Youngkin telling Fox News.
This is the process that we have been using in Virginia for 18 years, a law that was passed in 2006 and signed by then Democrat Governor Tim Kaine, and of course, pre-reviewed and pre-approved by the Justice Department, the same division that brought suit this time.
Youngkin says the state will go to the U.S. Supreme Court if it has to. Both the presidential campaigns are in Texas today. Vice President Harris telling reporters her campaign event tonight in Houston will be mostly about reproductive freedoms.
We don't give up the fight for freedom. We do not give up the fight when it comes to some of the most basic freedoms any individual in our country has a right to expect, including the right of a woman to make decisions about her own body.
Beyonce is expected at tonight's event. Former President Trump just wrapping up an appearance in Austin, Texas, about border security.
What Kamala Harris has done on our border is cruel, it's vile, and it's absolutely heartless. Her policy of importing migrant gangs is a crime against our country. It's actually a crime against humanity, and her abolition of our border should disqualify her for even running.
President Biden at the Gila River Indian community in Arizona today to make amends for the federal government's 150-year-long Indian boarding school program.
The federal government has never formally apologized for what happened until today. I formally apologize. As President of the United States of America.
Wall Street at the close, the Dow down 260 points, NASDAQ up 103. America's listening.
Small business owners, we know tackling your to-do list can sometimes feel like going 12 rounds against a heavyweight champ. Except that heavyweight's gloves are made of something hard, like diamonds. So when a new to-do pops up, you're like, I can't. I'm boxing my diamond boxing glove wearing heavyweight champ of a to-do list. At Progressive, we don't want to make your day any harder. That's why we make it easy with over 30 customizable coverage options, so you can finally land a knockout blow. See if you can save on business insurance in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Coverage provided and serviced by affiliated and third-party insurers.
It's that time again, where we choose who we think is the best candidate for office. It's a difficult decision that requires the evaluation of contenders. Do they have the appropriate skills for this office? Are they the right type of leader? Selecting the right candidate is no easy feat. That's why, for your office, there's ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes choosing the right candidate for any office easy because they find the most qualified people for your roles. Try ZipRecruiter for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Oh, yeah, hold on. on. No, everything's good. Everything's. Oh, ow! God, sorry. That was a squeaky. That's my fault. You got me off the thing with a Santana there. Here we go. How you doing? 403. It's only me, the Kimmer, with Pete Davis and Flounder. And
why are we torturing our audience with this?
I know, I agree.
I just wanted to torture Pete for a little bit.
Thanks.
On purpose. He does that when he plays everybody that I hate just for fun. That's all right. It's a big song. 1999, Santana topped the album American chart with Supernatural. Massively popular, went on to win 8 Grammys. Spent 12 weeks at the top of the Billboard 200 because of the hits like Smooth. Rob Thomas and Maria hit the final product G and B. I don't even know what that means. Anyway, Santana there, or the thing there. And our birthday list includes Marion Ross. Always be Mrs. C. Marion Cunningham on happy days. Marion Ross is 96 years old today. Wow. Adam Goldberg's 54. He was Crazy Eddie on Friends, and he was an Entourage. He was also the guy in Saving Private Ryan, a weird stabbing. Adam Goldberg is 54. And on this day in history, in 1994, poor Susan Smith, who's been sexting with men on the outside, hoping to find a sugar daddy. She did something I can't even think about or imagine when it just makes me go awful when she drove her car into John D. Long Lake in South Carolina, left her 2 little boys in there to drown. Claimed a black guy hijacked her. She got life, but is eligible for parole soon. But she just got caught talking with someone, which is illegal in the prison rules. You can only send letters and and writing type stuff. So it may be able to be used against her to keep her from even being brought up for parole. But again, she's been here like 30 years.
Why is she still breathing?
I know. And she's probably going to get out. I mean, and she's real cute. She's been talking to guys. They shows her picture, and I mean, she says, "Boy, I just need somebody to take care of me." And they're doing sexting things. They've released the transcripts of her, talking about guys who say, "Yeah, I'll be ready for you when you get home," and all.
Susan, you want to go skiing this weekend?
Yeah, let's do a little something. See, maybe. Oh God, I was so sorry. Was that? Are you okay?
Whoops.
Oh, I'll be back to get you. I'll be back to pick you up later.
Hey, good looking. Be back to pick you up later, Mr. Microphone.
Mr. Microphone.
Hey, baby.
Yeah, that always worked for me.
I always wondered, why not pick them up right then?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
What are you going to do that's more important than picking up the sluts?
Than 2 women who are laughing and giggling about the idea of jumping into your car. What's the matter with you?
Yeah.
Idiot.
I got to go drive around. I'll be back to pick you up later.
I'll come back later. 406, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounders. Coming up and more astounding political stuff. 4 o'clock hour brought to you by our good friends at the home of the Kimmer Safe, Atlanta Safe House. You need a safe, silly. Don't be like me when I went to Florida. You know the story. They have a showroom in Ackworth, and they'd love for you to check them out on the web, atlantasafehouse.com. Great sales, gun safe month right now. 404-741-1230. 404-741-1230.
Got a little breaking news before you say something
please,
there.
Please do.
The Washington Post editor-at-large, Robert Kagan, has just resigned because Jeff Bezos, the owner, won't let them endorse. Let the meltdown begin.
Isn't that the second one? Isn't that 2 officials now that said because they refused to endorse anybody?
LA Times quit.
And
now he's quit. And by the way, here's his picture. So when they say editor-at-large,
at large,
they ain't kidding.
Yeah, I guess they have a free cafeteria. Jeez. Oh, man. We're going to talk some more politics at 407-404-741-1230. Also, we got a bunch of fun stuff to... Oh, my God. That's what I was waiting. I thought we lost him. It's 407. It's 407 with a Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder and Neil Boortz. Normally on Thursday, we're always welcome and happy to accept any time, any hour, any minute. Neil Boortz, welcome aboard. How are you, sir? And happy Friday.
Boy, you're sharp today, aren't you?
No, not really. No, I'm not.
It's you that said Friday and not Thursday this week.
Well, I was misinformed. They told me I came to here for the waters. Just like Humphrey Bogart. What are you doing in Casablanca? I came for the waters. There are no waters in Casablanca. I was misinformed.
I just got back from your old home.
Really? Over in there in Brookhaven?
Palm Beach.
Oh, Palm Beach Gardens. Oh, did you?
Why in the hell would anybody want to live over there?
Well, again, I couldn't afford the real part of Palm Beach, the Trump part. I could only afford Palm Beach Gardens. Had a little condo there and played golf. And, hey, what can I tell you?
Yeah, I couldn't, Donna and I like to go spend time at the Breakers. You've been to the Breakers.
Oh, yeah. Well, not they don't let me in the Breakers. I've been by the Breakers. I actually made it to their parking lot once, but I was not, I'm not really like
they
you.
are pretty tight.
Yeah, they're very, very, they don't,
You know what I really like about it last night? They have a great tapas restaurant, light bites in the evening.
Tapas?
A huge bar. All of these older men that like to bring their nieces and their granddaughters over there for... they're saying, I mean, they're so kind. And all that, and the Barbies running around everywhere with their perky little fun bags, and oh my God!
In fact, I read something recently that the problem with the people moving down to Florida is now there's a battle of billionaires where now it's harder than hell to get into the Breakers and all those other fancy places because even the expensive shops making appointments for nail service and stuff are having problems because the billionaires are trying to get all the appointments and making it harder for anybody else to even have a life down there the way it used to be.
Well, the Queen and I did our 50th anniversary there. So
cool. And then, in Palm Beach,
So we went back boy, you should see the security around Mar-a-Lago.
Oh, I can imagine. I mean, geez.
Yeah. Had to be at least 20 police cars. And
Well, real quick, some breaking news. Apparently, Chinese hackers have hacked JD and Trump's cell phone.
Oh, real? And I've done what with it, or do we know what that means?
Not sure, but apparently just Chinese hackers have hacked their phone.
Sakes. Oh, wait a minute. That hits close to home.
Why, are you a Chinese hacker, or do you have one of JD's cell phones?
No, because, up until right now, I was pretty sure I was talking to Donald Trump Thursday afternoon on his cell phone.
Oh, no kidding.
No, and listen, I am 180% dead serious about this.
Well, wait a minute. What? Tell him. What are you talking? My God, what do you mean? What happened?
Neil, it's Donald Trump. Really.
On your phone rang.
I don't know. I don't want to get detailed more detailed than that.
Okay.
But I was, I said, Mr. President, hi, do you remember me? Oh yeah, I remember you. Had Vander Holyfield and all, but I thought it was him, and now it was probably some chink.
Well, all right, that might have been a slight malapropism of some sort, sure. Oh, wait a minute. Is this even Neil Boortz? This may not even be Neil Boortz. Neil, testing.
It could be AI.
Oh, my God.
Could be AI.
Well, okay, I don't understand. If did a name pop up on your phone saying Donald Trump or,
No, somebody handed me a phone.
No kidding. And you thought...
And said, it's Donald Trump. He wants to say hi.
Holy cow.
Well, actually, this person said, I'm sitting here with Neil Boortz. And on a speaker said, let me say hi to him.
Oh, my.
And that's,
Holy.
So
it sounded like him? You thought it was Donald Trump?
Hell yeah. Right up until you talking about the Chinese, I was sure it was him.
So, now, wait a minute. In other words, you still thought until this minute from yesterday that you talked to Trump?
Yes, absolutely. Sure.
Oh, so, man. Anyway. I'm not sure I can handle this.
Now, Kimmer, tell me, what part of this Nazi fascist stuff from the left, tell me what part of that is surprising you?
Well, I mean, honestly, the viciousness of it for the last thing of a campaign, there's never been a campaign like this. And the fact of the matter that they are saying that Donald Trump is Hitler and is a fascist and a Nazi means that I'm a Nazi and a follower of Hitler and a follower of fascism. Okay. And so are you, and so is Pete Davis and everybody else. The most offensive thing in the history of the world.
Okay, question. Yeah. Is the Hildebeest an evil, nasty, wretched woman?
She's going to hell when she dies, no question about it. Evil and deliberate. No, she is. She's going to hell when she dies with Nancy Pelosi. I guarantee it.
I don't make those kind of judgments.
I'm a minister. I'm an ordained minister.
Have you ever dealt with her personally?
No, thank God. Oh, I know you haven't, and the Queen has.
Yeah. Oh,
tell the Queen story, can you?
No.
Come on, tell it.
Tell it. The Queen had a meeting with Hillary involving Hillary Clinton one time, and when she came back to our hotel room, I heard the door open, and from the hallway, I saw a purse fly across the room and crash into the window, and I heard the Queen saying, "That bitch." So I mean, but that's why
she is a nasty human being.
She is, absolutely is. And so you're surprised that this campaign is going in this direction. Hillary Clinton is involved. There is not a human being on this planet, not Paula Jones, none of them, that she hates worse than she does Donald Trump, because he denied her what she thought was her freaking birthright to be the first female, if you want to call her that, president of the United States. And you cannot look in every single election, every single president election, and we're talking since 1952. The Democrats have had 2 points that they press home in the final days and weeks. Number one, the Republicans will take away your Social Security. It happens in every election. And number two, Republicans are not.
We lost him. They cut his microphone. It was a Chinese AI implant. We weren't even talking. Oh, there he is. I'm sorry. Here we go. We got you back.
So why don't we just tie them, the Republicans, to the most evil man in the history of the world? We'll tie them to Adolf Hitler. We'll do it endlessly. We'll do it every year. We'll do it every campaign. We'll do it every time we get a chance. And our voters are, and they know this, our voters are so ignorant, they are so unintelligent, they are so stupid that they will immediately buy this idea that Republicans are Nazis and Republicans are fascist. And they use it every presidential election, every single one. So we can't sit here and pretend to be surprised by this.
Well, I'm surprised that there's no reaction. I'm surprised that there's no stronger reaction. We're in a war with Hamas and Israel. I mean, my God, the things going on in the world right now, and it's just, every time she calls him Hitler, she's calling me Hitler. In fact, here's a question. Boortz, what do you think about this? I think every time somebody interviews Carmela side piece or Hillary Rodham Peace, Stinky Fart Cabbage, or anybody else, they need to ask the same question to every one of these people, including her vice president, Stink, and everybody else. Here's a question. Will you accept the results of the 2024 presidential election? That's the question. Make her answer the question. Will you accept the results? Just like you did not with what's his name, had to go to Supreme Court.
They will only ask Donald Trump that.
That's right. I know. But again, ask the question and hear what they say. And you know what's going to happen. If there's a problem with the results of the election, it won't be because Republicans lost and rioted. It'll be because Republicans won and they rioted.
Well, if I had a question of Kamala Harris, what would it be? The whole nation is watching. What would my question be of Kamala Harris? Just how many sets of knee pads do you go through in an election?
Well, it's a Democratic trend. Remember, they used to have the Monica Lewinsky knee pad situation. And by the way, I feel bad for her. I think she should deserve a little respect. That's another whole story.
For what?
Monica Lewinsky? Frankly, because I think seriously, for what? I think for what she has become after what he and the staff did and everybody else did to that woman. She was an intern and she was wrong, and she was everybody having sex with the president, married man, everything morally about it, and do all that stuff. However, when she was a 20-year-old woman, when she wrote that article in Vanity Fair a couple of years ago, asking where the hell are the women in this country? where the hell is the Me Too business now? I think she made a very serious point, and I really have respected how she's turned her life around.
That to you.
I really have.
I'm going to give that to you. She really has, and she deserves respect now. Back then,
not for what she did, but as a woman today, and I respect the woman. I mean, I really respect what she's become. I really have.
Well, her eyes weren't open back then.
Well, it was too risky.
She would have seen a set of. Well, never mind.
What was open was needed.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that. She was,
no more tears.
She's been through hell, and were girls like that? Never mind.
I have no idea.
But this is a testament. This is really a testament to how stupid the Kamala Harris campaign and how stupid Democrats think the voters of America are. Mm-hmm. And the sad thing is, in large part, they are absolutely right.
Too many cases,
Yeah, we have too many really low information voters making decisions that will have an effect on our lives, the lives of our children, our grandchildren, and the future of this republic. Mm-hmm. So here I am on this tear again about finding a way to limit who can vote so that we get the low information voters away from the vote. You want to vote, fine. Educate yourself to the point that you know what you're talking about when you go to the polls. Let's try. Oh, look at a picture of me in the hot tub at the Breakers. Oh my God!
Don't share it. No, you go. You keep it right there. That'd be good.
No,
we don't really need it.
Name a country. Name a country.
Name a country. Sweden.
Just pull one out.
Sweden.
Yeah. Requires voter ID to vote.
There you go.
Yeah, name another country.
Everybody does except, I think everybody except Red China, because they're going to make it vote how they want. I mean, this is ridiculous. Hell, there are states in this country don't require to vote for president. I don't want to waste everybody's time by reading all of the names, but Iceland, Sweden, New Zealand, Denmark, Canada, Ireland, Switzerland, Finland, Australia, Luxembourg, all of them require voter ID before you can vote. Yeah. The United States does not. Yeah. Why? Because it would be racist. I know. It's just, I can't believe it. Yeah. How about Virginia? Federal judge saying, oh, no, you got to keep all those thousands and thousands of names on the rolls, even though they're probably not really eligible. Oh, my God. You've got to be. This has got to get to the Supreme Court fast if they'll take it, which I hope.
It's not going to get there that fast.
Well, but can't they make an emergency declaration or something? God, you've got 10 days.
I don't think they want to get put in a position to do that. But one thing that won't happen, if the hyena won this election, and you later found out that hundreds of thousands of people ineligible to vote actually voted, that would not be enough to invalidate the results of the election. There's two ways this is going to go, and either way is going to be very interesting, Kim.
Yeah, this is an unbelievable year, yeah.
Either way, Donald Trump is going to win, and the left is just going to go bat guano.
They'll tear it down just like did George Floyd. Fires, riots.
Yeah. And by the way, I don't remember the name of the black group. It might have actually been Black Lives Matter, what have you. But they are really chastising some guy. Video of him being arrested by the police after an attempted carjacking. And they're just really ticked off that he didn't yell, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe about 20 times while they were putting handcuffs on him.
God.
That's a requirement now.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. If you're a black criminal, it is written in stone that while they're putting the handcuffs on you, you have to start screaming, I can't breathe. It's absolutely required. But, I lost my train of thought.
Well, you're talking about some video of the guy. And by the way, whatever happened to that documentary that showed that the police training program of those cops who were arrested in the George Floyd case was showing that they did exactly what they were trained to do? Even a woman testified in that documentary. That's what she was trained to do by the police department.
There is no way in hell that I think his first name is Derek Chauvin.
Yeah,
is that it?
yeah.
No way in hell he should be in jail.
It's unbelievable. He did what he was taught. And by the way, the guy, George Floyd, fought with him for 45 minutes, got out of the squad car a couple of times. He also died of a drug overdose. Anyway.
Fentanyl. Can you even imagine how many lives were saved because after that episode, George Floyd was no longer drawing breath?
Well, he tried to murder a pregnant woman with a gun in her belly, and before they stopped. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Unreal.
but, I know it is.
Well, you can't say anything because,
I need help.
Well, no, we all do, apparently.
No, I really clear.
Do you? Well, what can we do, Neil?
Well, I don't know. I've been getting most of my entertainment now. First of all, you ever read Carl Hiaasen?
Oh, all the time. Oh, my God, with the funniest Florida, the lifestyle in Florida, ladies and gentlemen. Carl Hiaasen is politics. Oh, my God, he's hysterical. Is he still alive? Isn't he gone?
He's still alive.
Oh, my God.
He's still alive. He's a leftist, but who cares?
Yeah, I don't care.
Just funny.
His books are funny. Hell. Yeah, his books are funny.
Okay, now there is on Apple TV. I don't know if you get Apple TV.
No, I think I have it available, but I don't know how to. I don't have that.
But there
app
is
on my
a series running on Apple TV. It's starring Vince Vaughn. You know who he is.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's called Bad Monkey. It is a Carl Hiaasen novel or book put into a TV series, and it is. I mean, it is just funny as all hell.
Is he behind it? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'll bet it's funny. He is a very funny writer.
He really is. And, this guy's fishing, and he thinks he's got a big fish, but he pulls up an arm, and the arm is flipping the bird, and it just goes on from there.
Well, most of his stories are about somebody fishing, and something happens with a mob. There's a lot of waterway, Florida.
Yes.
I mean, he's just a Carl Hiaasen.
No, it's
very funny guy.
It really is. It is classic Florida.
Cool.
And he has some of the greatest characters in there. And
the politicians, he just rakes politicians. He just loves to get them.
Yeah, it's on Apple TV if you want to watch it. Now, I'm enjoying the hell out of it. Donna, not so much, but that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
I like to go to the Babylon Bee on the. You ever go there?
Oh, every day. This
picture of Kamala Harris complains she was not informed the interview would include questions.
Questions, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. They always say Donald Trump was going to be a Nazi, but then he forgot last time. So this time he's.
Well, I think the best one that there's a picture here of DeSantis. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the inset picture of Kamala Harris, and it says, "What a jerk! Kamala wants to help with hurricane relief, but DeSantis refuses to tell her where Florida is."
Yeah, they came out with a song the other day. Did we ever get that song? Flounder, do you remember that? Did you send that to me or Pete or somebody? I think the Babylon Bee came out with a song. It was freaking hysterical.
I'm not
sure. A skit or something. It was a video. And was hysterical, and I can't remember what it was. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. I love Babylon Bee. Yeah, they're good. They're very funny guys.
So it's just sad. I said it was going to go two ways. Trump is going to win, and the left is just going to go bat guano crazy.
Yeah.
And then in 2 years, Kimmer, I'll prepare you for this.
Right.
In 2 years after Trump wins, probably the Democrats will take the House and the Senate.
After Trump wins?
After Trump wins.
I don't know about that. Why would you think that? Because they'll be so disappointed, you mean? You think he's going to be such a failure that will swing the country back? I don't know. Why would they go to Democrats?
That just seems to be the way it works.
Yeah, well, I hope not.
But anyway, if Kamala wins in 2 years after that, in the off-year elections, it will be, I'm going to use the word, a bloodbath against the Democrat Party.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And
totally.
so what really has to happen, if Kamala wins, God help us, if the Democrats get the Senate.
Yeah, well, they will. If she wins, they're going to get the Senate and the House, and because everybody voting for Democrat for her is going to vote for all the other Democrats. They're all going to win.
Well, if that's
we're screwed. I mean, seriously, think about it. Everybody, we're done. We're screwed.
If that's the case, Kimmer, then it's time to make alternative plans.
Well,
because they will get rid of the filibuster.
Yep.
They will pack the Supreme Court.
That's right. Nationalize. Everybody who came across the border will become an American citizen.
Absolutely.
Those three things alone means we're done. It's over.
Yeah. And then at that point, it's over. The camp of the saints has become real in the United States. Have you ever read that book?
No, I have not.
Don't.
I don't know who died. I don't know anything about it.
Jean Raspail, a Frenchman, sometime a.k.a. Frog, wrote the book, The Camp. I don't know if it's The Camp of the Saints. It might just be Camp of the Saints, which is a biblical term, by the way. And Camp of the Saints involves Europe and India and Pakistan, basically. But it really could be rewritten today to encompass the United States and Latin America. And
and what's that we're all going commie or liberal, or what's the tenet of the book?
What happens is that there's a lot of turmoil in Camp of the Saints, mucho turmoil, using some European language.
Yes, of course.
In India, with their massive population of poverty, Pakistan, these people start commandeering boats. They just seizing boats, anything that will float, and they set sail for Great Britain. And then all of a sudden, you've got these boats off of Great Britain, tens of thousands of Indians, Pakistanis on these boats, and they're demanding to be allowed to land in Great Britain to enjoy the life that the British enjoy. But, India, British, and they are demanding to be, and then they start coming ashore, and all these British liberals, these bleeding hearts about what we need to do about the poor people from India and Pakistan, all then they start getting their just desserts.
Oh, really?
It's just an excellent book, and of course the left hates that book. It's racist. It's just racist. But if you ever have a chance, you can go online. I believe online you can read it for free.
Well, I'll be darned. What's the name of it again?
You don't even... Camp of the Saints.
Of the Saints. Camp of the Saints. Okay.
Yeah. By the end of next week, I will have expected that you read at least a few chapters.
Yes, you expect away, and everything will be fine. You expect all you want.
It's scary. Okay, I drove across the state. As soon as I got on Alligator Alley and left I-95, I just started feeling better.
But the Alligator Alley, if you don't know what Alligator Alley is, Google it or something. And I've been on there, and I'll tell you what, it's always a treat. Neil Boortz, you're the treat every single week, my friend. God bless America. Go give your fantasy girl, your loving bride, a little kiss and hug for us, and have a great weekend. And be careful, and we'll talk to you again next week or anytime you want.
You too.
Thank you, Neil. Neil Boortz, ladies and gentlemen, 431. Neil Boortz right here down in Florida with Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. 106.3. Look out. Yeah, Florida. All right.
It's time to turn work into fun with Exmark mowers this fall from Howard Brothers. Exmark mowers are built for speed, precision, and durability, making every cut cleaner, every job faster, and you can have fun doing it. Whether you're mowing lawns or tackling leaves, Exmark gets the job done fast, giving you more time to enjoy the season. So gear up and save time with mowers the pros trust. Visit Howard Brothers to check out your next Exmark mower today. The grass is always greener when you take care of it with Exmark and Howard Brothers.
Hey, are you paying crazy rates for your health insurance? Call Doug Moore at 770-697-0100. Your health insurance costs shouldn't look like a house payment. Are you tired of having things not covered, like doctor visits, labs, etc.? Doug can help, so call him at 770-697-0100. Doug sells all forms of health insurance. His plans have no deductibles, and you don't have to switch doctors. If you're paying too much for health insurance, Doug can help. He has over 20 years experience. You can go to his website and request a quote. Go to yourchoicehealthplan.net. That's yourchoicehealthplan.net, or call his cell phone at 770-697-0100. Doug can make a plan that you will be able to use. Call 770-697-0100 and he can help. Or go to his website to request a quote, yourchoicehealthplan.net, and contact him. Doug says don't fret. Go to yourchoicehealthplan.net and he can bring rates down. 770-697-0100.
Hey sandwich lovers, today's your lucky day. There's a whole new way to roll for lunch or dinner delight with Nucky's Hoagies in the Roswell Corners Shopping Center. Now open. Nucky's Hoagies in Roswell is family owned and operated by the Sub-Sisters, Stacy and Shannon, whose love language is food and Nucky's Hoagies, their passion. When you bite into a Nucky's Hoagie, you'll taste the difference. The softest hoagie rolls ever, along with hunger-quenching sandwich combinations. Make Nucky's Hoagies in Roswell on Woodstock Road your new favorite spot for lunch or dinner.
Neil Boortz here. Maybe you've already taken the steps to improve your health, maybe save your life. You're using a CPAP for your sleep apnea. I've been using one for well over 20 years. So right now, I'm here to tell you about a source for CPAPs and CPAP supplies here in the Atlanta area. CPAPs, etc. They're in Alpharetta. They have whatever you need. Roddy and Sharon are your CPAP experts, and they'll ship nationwide. More information, CPAPs.com.
Hey, Georgia neighbors, it's time to expect more from your Medicare Advantage. Discover Sonder Health's custom plans tailored just for Georgians. Saunders offers unique benefits, including special plans for those living with chronic conditions. Some plans even come with grocery or gas benefits to support your overall well-being. Sonder Health makes it easy to get the coverage you need. See for yourself what today's Medicare Advantage can do for you. Visit SonderHealthPlans.com, a healthier state of life. Sonder Health Plans is an HMO and PPO with Medicare contracts. Enrollment in Sonder Health Plans depends on contract renewal.
Jason Albritton here from Southern Exteriors. This holiday season, we're doing something truly special with our Home for the Holidays roof giveaway. Until November 30th, you have the chance to nominate a deserving family in need of a brand new roof just in time for the holidays. Imagine the comfort of knowing a family will enter the holiday season in a safe, secure home. It's more than just a roof. It's a peace of mind and a place to make cherished memories. Let's come together and make a difference. The winner will be announced on December 4th. To learn more, submit your nomination. Visit southernexteriors.co. Southern Exteriors, where home means more.
Listen up. This is David Van Sant from Van Sant Law. I usually use this time on the radio to remind you if you're in an accident to make the right call to Van Sant Law. While this is true, this upcoming election is so important, I just need to speak from the heart and shift the focus from my firm to the future of this great country and urge everyone not only to go vote, but to make the right vote and to cast your ballot for Donald J. Trump 2024 to make America great again. Thank you so much, and God bless America.
Van Sant Law is responsible for the content of this ad, paid for by Van Sant Law.
Georgia, are you ready to stand up for our values and our future? The Georgia Republican Party is committed to protecting our families, our freedoms, and our way of life. From supporting law enforcement to defending our constitutional rights, we are fighting for you every day. Join us in advocating for lower taxes, better schools, stronger communities, and together we can ensure that Georgia remains the land of opportunity for all. In the upcoming 2024 and 25 elections, we're dedicated to informing, educating, attracting, and inviting all Georgians to vote Republican at every level, state, local, and federal. Get involved. Visit our website at gagop.org to learn how you can support our local candidates and initiatives. Let's make our voices heard, because in Georgia, we believe in hard work, family values, and the American dream. Stand with us, the Georgia Republican Party. Stand for Georgia. Learn more by visiting gagop.org.
The Extra 106.3 app is your live connection to the station, streaming free across Georgia. But it's also loaded with all our original shows and podcasts. Listen to exclusive shows from Janelle King, Ben Burnett, and so many more. Grab the Extra 106.3 app now and start streaming.
Burn ding ding dong. Dang me, hang me. Roger Miller, what a character.
Well, here I sit high, getting ideas. Ain't nothing but a fool to live like this.
Yeah.
Out all night and running wild. Woman sitting home with a month-old child. Dang me, dang me. They ought to take a rope and hang me.
Roger Miller.
High from the highest tree. Woman, would you weep on me?
What a guy. Roger Miller, 1992, passed away of lung and throat cancer in Los Angeles. He had the 65 British #1 and American hit single, King of the Road. Roger Miller won 11 Grammys as a songwriter, 7 Tonys for writing music for lyrics for Big River. The Proclaimers had the 1990 British hit of their version of King of the Road. But Roger Miller, what a character. I remember he was on Johnny Carson one time, and he was doing, he came out and he did his, about halfway through the song, he said, that's enough. And just Romer sat down. He just was a character. Anyway, that's where he goes. Birthdays include James Carville. He just the other day, he says, I'm positive now. I know for a fact I'm positive now that Vice President Side Piece is going to win. Well, I don't see that. Please. Anyway, James Carville is 80 years old today. And let's see. Hold on a second here. I got a little double whammy. I did a little research on this one. It could have been the national anthem. It had been done a long time before, but it was on this day in 1910. America the Beautiful was published for the first time. Lyrics written by Catherine Lee Bates, music composed by a church organist and choir master named Samuel Ward of the Grace Episcopal Church in Newark, New Jersey. They had never met. And just, obviously, I'm not going to do it all. It'll take 25 minutes. But of just, everybody knows, oh, beautiful for satious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. God shed his grace on thee, crown thy good with brotherhood. Some of the other, I'll give just like one-liners on a couple of the other verses. Oh, beautiful for pilgrim feet, whose stern, impassioned stress a thoroughfare of freedom beat across the wilderness. Oh, beautiful for heroes proved in liberating strife, who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life. Oh, beautiful for patriot dream that sees beyond the years thine alabaster cities gleam, undimmed by human tears. Undimmed by human tears. Oh, beautiful for halcyon skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the enameled plain. Anyway, America the Beautiful, what a just wonderful lyrics. The Democrats don't believe in any of that stuff, I don't think, anymore. Honestly, I'm so upset about this business with is that Hitler? Hitler's everywhere. I mean, a freaking Hitler. All right, hold everything. 404-741-1230. 404-741-1230. It's 440. Timber, Pete, and Flounder. And we got all these memes. We got tweets. And we got Pete Davis. We got Pete's tweets.
Joe Rogan is blasting Kamala Harris for her stupid line that free speech does not include misinformation. Joe tweets, like who the blank gets to decide what's information? Only the government? The people that have lied about basically everything? What a wild thing to say after what we just went through with COVID, where people were saying was information and misinformation turned out to be 100% true. Also about the Hunter Biden laptop story.
Yeah.
So he's got a point there.
Yeah. Again, they called him Nazis. They're the ones who want to censor information that they don't like because it doesn't help their cause. I mean,
yep. Privatize everything. Ironically, just tweeted, I'm no longer supporting SpaceX and will change my support to NASA. I refuse to support any organization that hires Nazis. Now, young people have no clue what we're talking when we laugh about that.
We're going to play that.
Yeah,
we're going to play some sound coming up here. And jeez.
If NASA had not stolen the former Nazi rocket scientists from under the nose of the Soviets after World War II, there would have been no NASA.
Yeah, that's right.
Not without Werner von Braun.
Yeah.
My father shook his hand once in Huntsville. I'm telling you, that guy was a Nazi, and he helped bomb London, but we took him and made him head of NASA.
That's right.
Basically, in the rocket program. We wouldn't be on the moon without the Nazis.
That's right. That's right. And again, they did. They weren't big fans of Hitler, and they couldn't wait to stop in that thing. But I mean, what a
they worked
turnaround.
for them. They had to be part of the party to actually get ahead in what they were doing there.
Yeah.
But it's a complete lack of knowledge of anything that happened before you for you to say something that stupid. I'm not going to support someone who likes Nazis.
Yeah.
Well, they were literally Nazis.
Idiots. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Democratic leech Susan Rice is angry about the Washington Post refusing to endorse Kamala. She tweets, "So much for democracy dies in darkness. This is the most hypocritical chicken blank move from a publication that is supposed to hold people in power to account."
Yeah, they are by not supporting you.
Yeah. Right. First of all, Kamala's the one in power, and they're doing their job.
Yeah,
all right.
exactly.
Secondly, as Glenn Greenwald points out, even for Dems, Susan's level of meltdown is embarrassing. Whether they formally endorse or not, everybody knows the Post wants Kamala to win, and nobody gives a crap because Americans hold mass media in extreme contempt, even beneath Congress.
Thank God. I hope that's still true. And it's got to be getting worse after what we're seeing these days.
Yeah. No one believes him. In fact, they're killing themselves. By the way, when the LA Times refused to endorse Kamala, Washington Post columnist Jen Rubin said the employees should resign. Said those who didn't were acting immorally and were cowards. Well, Jen A., now that your paper has done the same thing, wouldn't it be the honorable thing to step down?
Well, I assume she's just resigned right now, right? I mean, today was...
She's probably already done it.
Oh, I hope so. Well, it should be an announcement, don't you think, to prove her point, how brave she is? Freaking
and
people.
Crazy Keith Olbermann is at it again.
Oh, God.
The disgraced former sportscaster and Brill Cream enthusiast tweets, "We need to arrest and detain Elon Musk immediately. He is operating on behalf of Russia. Cancel all contracts, seize his facilities, lock him away in a military facility. Now, President Biden, not tomorrow."
What? I mean, obviously he's doing this just for the fun of it. I mean, there's no way.
No, he's nuts.
Oh.
He's bat guano full crazy. And by the way, say that what he just said in a German accent and see if it rings a little more true.
Oh, my God.
Elon Musk is tweeting, "Project 2025 is just QAnon for lefties."
Yeah, there you go. I thought about that. Yeah.
In the old days, the media would call Kamala out for using Project 2025, said that has long ago been debunked. You should quit using it. Nothing.
Not today's media.
Crickets.
Not today's media.
Yeah.
No.
This is what you hear.
Yeah. Yeah, that would hurt her, too. They wouldn't want to do that needing to hurt her. God, these freaking morally bankrupt cowards. Seriously, morally bankrupt. How can you live?
Well, if Jen Rubin doesn't step down, we see exactly what she is.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Anyway. Pete Davis, thanks about 4:44. Okay, let's do this. Now, this just came in. I'm going to do a quick story and then Flounder. Do we have the sound of that Democrat girl who talks about black people being too stupid to vote or something? We do.
Yes.
All right, first of all, and leading into that, Democrats, even Democrats, are sparking outrage over pro-pornography advertising that's going to be shown in Georgia. It shows a man in a pleasuring situation with an X-rated clip being interrupted by a stern Republican. It's done by the Progress Action Fund and Defend the Vote, and it's called Republicans Rubbing You the Wrong Way. This Republican legislator enters a men's bathroom watching porn. They take away his cell phone, and he's doing something that's just horrible. The ad is the latest move in the Democrat, like Republicans are rubbing you the wrong way, using porn to say Republicans are responsible for this stuff. It's going to be in all the swing states, including Georgia, North Carolina, Arizona, Nevada, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania. Reaction. Which undecided voters in this garbage content are supposed to be swayed by this? Pornography for the Dems complaining about Republicans doing their... My God. Party of Satan. Abortion and pornography. I mean, that's what they have. Abortion and pornography and Hitler. What are they talking about at the 11th hour? Pornography and abortion. And by the way, no Republicans trying to ban porn at the federal level anyway, so what's that got to do with anything? But again, it doesn't matter what it has to do with anything. Now, there's a woman, this just came down. I got to dial it up because I just got it. A white female Democrat is explaining how it's so hard for black people to vote. Flounder, if you will, sir.
I think that's harder for black people to go online.
Well, I feel like they don't have the knowledge of how it works. A lot of people have smartphones, but you might not have data. For most of the communities, they don't really know what is out there just because they're not aware or they're not informed. I also think there's a repression of black voting with how if you're a convicted felon, you're not allowed to vote and everything. God. And when you look at swing states like Florida, that's a huge population of the African American.
Oh my God.
They're all criminals and they're all too stupid to vote.
Yeah, they're too stupid and they're either in prison or running away from their baby daddy mama. Oh my God. And it's the Republicans who are racist. You're going to hear that again. Also, that Jewish new commercial, a guy who talks about this racism business from the inside. 447, Kimmer, Pete, and Flower. God.
Time for the Boortz Report, brought to you by Southern Exteriors, the Southeast premier home exterior solution. Quality and precision you can rely on for over 20 years. Visit southernexteriors.co.
It is well understood that Democrats are not really a fan of free speech. Oh, they'll give it big lip service, but then they'll start throwing in terms like misinformation and disinformation. I don't know what the difference is. And they'll flat out tell you that free speech does not apply to misinformation. And then you look for a misinformation definition, and they don't have one. But they know it when they hear it. And it's usually things said by opponents of the Democrat big government agenda. And as such, it should not be allowed the protection of free speech. So I thought I'd use my mind and try to put together some examples of misinformation from the left. And just imagine how they would respond if we were to tell them that they shouldn't be allowed to say that because it's not included in the definition of free speech. I've used many of these examples before, so here we go again. You have the right to vote in a presidential election. No, you don't. That's misinformation. Read the Supreme Court decisions on that issue. The rich don't pay their fair share of taxes. Oh, that's a lovely one they use in pretty much every election. The top 1% of earners earn about 20% of income. They pay over 50% of all income taxes, but somehow that's not enough to meet their fair share obligation. Joe Biden won the popular vote. He should be the president. Tricky, but misinformation. Presidents are not elected by the people, by the popular vote. They're elected by electors. Failure to mention that, that's misinformation. Maybe that shouldn't be allowed. Nationally, crime is down. No, it's not. The FBI reissued their statistics on crime and told us, oh, wait a minute, violent crime actually went up. Misinformation. Democrats ought to be careful what they wish for in this instance. They're the champions of misinformation, the most to lose if it becomes forbidden. Neil Boortz, Extra 106.3.
Hey, it's Megan Poole with Southern Exteriors, and it's fall, y'all, and those leaves are starting to drop. Now it's time to get your home ready with Southern Exteriors. Whether it's cleaning out your gutters, adding gutter covers, or both, Southern Exteriors has got you covered. Plus, with any gutter cleaning job, you'll get a free roof inspection, so don't wait. Call Southern Exteriors today at 877-9-SOUTHERN or visit southernexteriors.co. Southern Exteriors, quality and precision you can rely on.
Are you looking for something simple but delicious, sweet but also savory? Discover Schumann Farms Sweet Onions. Schumann Farms is a third-generation family farm with the Real Sweet brand and Mr. Buck's brand sweet onions. Each brand brings savory, sweet deliciousness to every meal. Whether you're grilling, sautéing, or simply adding a fresh crunch to your salad, Schumann Farms has you covered. Look for Schumann Farms Real Sweet brand and your Mr. Buck's brand sweet onions at your grocery store and taste the difference for yourself. Schumann Farms, the Georgia family farm growing tradition and the world's sweetest onions.
You may know that ATL Turf Co. has become a leader in artificial grass design and installation services. But you may not know that ATL Turf Co. is a large artificial grass distributor. We only sell U.S.-made, premium name brand turf at factory direct pricing below wholesale. And now we're open to the public with large inventories of lawn and landscape, putting green, athletic, and pet turf on sale. Plus, all remnants are on sale for only $1 per square foot, direct from Dalton to our warehouse in Kennesaw. Visit atlturfco.com to learn more. atlturfco.com.
The Morning Extra, Neil Boortz, and The Kimmer Show are all online for you anytime at thepodcastpark.com. Plus all of Extra's exclusive podcasts like Ben Burnett, Janelle King, and so much more. All at thepodcastpark.com. Presented by Associated Credit Union.
It's the Archies Bubblegum Rock. Look out, here we go. Honey. It's a Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder Letterman Friday. About Candy Girl, the Archies. 1969. Sugar. By the Archies' #1 British singles chart. Stayed there for 8 weeks. Also #1 in America. Selling over 6 million copies. The Archies were a rock group based on comic book characters, including Veronica, which is where I got the name for Flounder's fiancée. Veronica.
Wife-to-be.
Wife-to-be. 4:52, but already heaven on earth for you, so that the title doesn't matter, so you just have her together, and that's all, and now you got a new home. I'm so happy for you guys. 4:52, to the phones. Ron, you're on the radio, man. Happy Friday. What's going on?
2 things. So Kamala calls Trump Hitler.
Yeah.
Which is an affront to, should be an affront to everybody.
Everybody.
Not just Jewish people, but especially Jewish people.
Yeah.
Well, who's a better friend to Israel? The Trump administration or the Biden-Harris administration?
Yeah. I mean, they keep hinting they want peace, but they also want the Jews to stop killing those innocent Palestinians, Hamas in the Strip. I mean, it's unbelievable, these people.
Well, we're fighting Iran. No one else is. We should be. But, anyhow, take the gloves off, let Israel do it. My second point is this. The Democratic Party is supposed to be the party of the oppressed, the minorities. Does anybody know who Senator Robert Byrd was?
Yeah, Virginia, the head of the...
Yeah. I know you know, Kimmer.
Go ahead.
He was a senator from Virginia when Biden first got into the Senate, I believe, 1974. He was one of Biden's early mentors.
Yep.
Do you know, or do we know, do people know, he was a Klan member, not just a member, he was a leader of the Klan.
He was a Kliegel. He was like a Grand Kliegel. Yeah, And by the way, Joe Biden gave his memorial speech at his funeral in the Senate chambers, as I recall, when they put him in Langan State. Yeah. Joe Biden gave his, I believe Joe Biden was one who gave his memorial speech or his, whatever the hell, the commencement thing, or eulogy. Yeah, it was Joe Biden. Yeah. Yeah, head of the Ku Klux Klan, Robert Byrd. Ron, thanks, man. I appreciate it. 4:54. Quick birthday check here. Mia Wasikowska, that's her name. Mia Wasikowska. She's 35. She played Alice in Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland movies. And the reason I mentioned it, it's her birthday today. She's 35. I took my kids to go see her movie, the original first Alice in Wonderland, in 3D. And I think I don't remember whether I'd been to a 3D movie before, but this was they had things coming right into your eye. I mean, it really was really cool. It was really, really well done. Anyway, Mia Wasikowska, whatever it is, 35 years old. And on this day in history, let's see, this changed everything about American family life. 1955, the first microwave oven by Tappan cost $1,200 in 1955, but it could cook bacon in 90 seconds. And now, what would you do without your microwave or your air fryer? I mean, just change everything. 4:55, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. 404-741.
Real quick, we got Steve on the horn.
Steve, you're on the radio, man. Welcome aboard. What's up?
Steve. I've just got a comment about everyone calling Trump Hitler.
Yeah.
Hitler would probably be offended by that because he was, as we know, an anti-Semite. And as your previous caller pointed out, Trump has done a lot for Israel. So I think Hitler would be offended by it being compared with Trump.
He's got Jews in the family. Hitler would have him assassinated and gassed in the oven. Trump, invites him in. I mean, the whole thing is preposterous. And everybody in America ought to be offended because if they say Donald Trump is Hitler, that means they think that half the nation would be willingly happy to follow Donald Hitler Trump. And that offends me, right, my very soul. I'm a freaking Marine fighting for America. You think for a second that people like me would support anything like that? I'd shoot him myself if he tried that. And they know it, and I'm honest to God, I hope one of them comes up to my face and claims that I'm a Nazi supporter of Donald Trump and see what happens to him. Sorry.
Yeah. All right.
Thing there. Thanks, man. I appreciate. I took over the whole conversation. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, seriously. I mean, I'm flabbergasted. Everything is freaking Hitler for everybody who supports Donald Trump. And why wasn't he Hitler when he was in presidency 4 years ago?
4 years.
Or 4 years earlier. I mean, geez, come on. God. Flounder, let's do it. We got another tweets coming up for Nucky's Hoagies, but can we do that on cut number 4, the Holocaust survivor? Speaking of all the Nazi stuff, I think it's a new Trump commercial, and it's a man who knows more about being, Nazis and Hitler in the world than anybody else. Let's check this out.
Adolf Hitler invaded Poland when I was 9 years old. He murdered my parents and most of our family. I know more about Hitler than Kamala will ever know in 1,000 lifetimes. For her to accuse President Trump of being like Hitler is the worst thing I've ever heard in my 75 years living in the United States. I know President Trump, and he would never say this. And Kamala Harris knows this. She owes my parents and everybody else who was murdered by Hitler an apology for repeating this lie.
Yes, she does. They all do. Boy, we shouldn't have to take this anymore. 4:58, Kim Repeat, Flounder. I got another porn star story coming up, hating America too. But first, Flounder's Funnies for Nucky's Hoagies.
I've thought about time travel. If I went back in time, knowing everything I know now, I don't think I would make a difference. I don't think you would even hear about it. If I went back to the 20s and I saw some guy on an old phone, I'd be like, hey, eventually they have phones you just carry in your pocket. And he'd be like, yeah, how do they do it? It's I don't know. It's like a satellite or something. And they'd be like, what's a satellite? Well, I shouldn't have even brought that up then. It's like a round metal dish or something. It's got to go pretty high in the air. I honestly don't think I could prove I'm from the future. They would want some proof,
That'd be
Who's the next president? Oh, boy.
Vergazzi?
Yes, sir.
Nate Vergazzi. That's me. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't be able to explain anything to him. Oh, my God. Anyway, have you ever heard the name? Ladies, ask your husband if he's ever heard the name Mia Khalifa. And if you'd like to hear what the famous Mia Khalifa has to say about
We've disagreed about her in the past. I say she's fake, and you say she's real.
No. I say she's fake because they say when she's laying down, they're still standing up. Oh, no, she's fake all over the place. Anyways, coming up. And here's what she says about American military folks. All that. Plus Hillary Brown and P. Stinky Fart Cabbage, the whole deal. We're starting over. And the Candy Wars. The Candy Wars for Halloween. What's the best kind? Coming up, Kim Repeat and Flounder, almost 5 o'clock. And holy crap, it's sports, too. Look out. There we go.
and W292 EV Marietta, a Dickey broadcasting station. This hour is presented by Lee Brandt Jewelry and Watches.
Virginia appeals in order to restore to the voting rolls people who said they weren't citizens. I'm Jack Callahan, Fox News. A federal judge ruling the state removed the names of about 1,600 people, including those who self-identified as non-citizens too close to the election, and that some eligible voters could have been affected. Virginia's Governor Glenn Youngkin tells Fox News they've already appealed the order.
We have filed an emergency appeal. And this appeal will ask for an emergency stay of this injunction so that we can have the election that we believe we should have.
Governor Youngkin says the Justice Department reviewed and approved the state law to purge ineligible voters, which the state has been using for 18 years. Former President Trump reacting at a campaign event in Austin, Texas.
Removing illegal voters off the voting roll should be a big priority for this country, and yet instead we're scorned by a judge This is blatantly un-American, and it's election interference.
Former president also taping the Joe Rogan podcast today, then headed to a campaign event tonight in Michigan. Vice President Kamala Harris has a campaign appearance in Texas this evening.
Her speech in Houston will focus on the state's 6-week abortion ban. The expected appearances of Beyonce and Willie Nelson today is the latest effort by Harris to harness star power to get her through the finish line.
Fox's Madeline Rivera. The AP reports Chinese hackers have targeted cell phones used by both the Trump and Harris campaigns. The FBI says it's investigating the unauthorized access to commercial telecommunications infrastructure by actors affiliated with the People's Republic of China. Verizon says it's working to confirm, assess, and remediate any potential impact. Wall Street. The Dow completing a week-long losing streak, closing 260 points lower. NASDAQ up 103 points. America is listening to Fox News.
Small business owners, we know tackling your to-do list can sometimes feel like going 12 rounds against a heavyweight champ. Except that heavyweight's gloves are made of something hard, like diamonds. So when a new to-do pops up, you're like, I can't. I'm boxing my diamond boxing glove-wearing heavyweight champ of a to-do list. At Progressive, we don't want to make your day any harder. That's why we make it easy with over 30 customizable coverage options, so you can finally land a knockout blow. See if you can save on business insurance in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Coverage provided and serviced by affiliated and third-party insurers.
It's that time again, where we choose who we think is the best candidate for office. It's a difficult decision that requires the evaluation of contenders. Do they have the appropriate skills for this office? Are they the right type of leader? Selecting the right candidate is no easy feat. That's why, for your office, there's ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes choosing the right candidate for any office easy because they find the most qualified people for your roles. Try ZipRecruiter for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Get it together, ladies. Left shoulder, right of flank. Ready on your dog, target. First one to the rear. Road guards out. Stand by. It's only me. It's only the Giver with Pete Davis and Flounder. 504. Let her rip Friday. Anything goes. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. All this politics, man, my head's exploding. We'll try to start all over again and bring it on just in case you just got out of work. 404-741-1230. 1230. That's our phone number. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. And any weekend plans, boy? Pete Davis, anything Mountains of Macon? Zach, you got your trivia contest or anything going on up there these days?
Well, let's see. We got the World Series starting tonight. That'd be fun.
You know, I forgot to even talk about that.
Falcons
That's right.
on Sunday.
Yeah. And the World Series, Dodgers, Yankees. I mean, it's just this might be interesting. The powerhouses. Flounder, wow. If you need help, I mean, I'm not that far. Well, I don't know how far away I am now. I guess. Well, I'm not that far away from you.
So you know where the mill is in Roswell? Like right there at Roswell Road and I guess Marietta Highway meet?
Yeah.
We're right there.
I'll be darned. Well, if I can do something, let me know. I can, I don't have a truck or anything, but I've got a trunk. So
my dad wanted to do the same thing, and he's got kind of a bad back. So the last thing I want you guys doing is hurting yourself lifting something heavy or something like that.
Well, whatever. I mean, anyway, it might be fun to let us know what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
That's why God has provided us with Mexicans.
And
so
drugs.
We can
Mexicans and drugs. That's right.
Trade American dollars to some gentlemen to come over with a truck and move it.
They'll take care of things, and then if we hurt our back, we'll take a couple of pills, and everybody will be fine. And again, for the record, if you just joined us, Flounder and his fiancée, Veronica.
Wife to be.
Why you don't like that word, or
I just don't like the word fiancé.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I won't say it again. I didn't know. Now it's twice now you've said wife to be. Sorry. Geez, God.
You can say fiancé. I just like to say, I don't know why. I just don't like that term. It annoys me for some reason.
Okay, well, I'll try to remember that.
Point to her.
Yeah, the chick. The little hottie over there. The thought, T-H-O-T, that hottie over there. I didn't even know what that stood for like 2 years, apparently. T-H-O. Yeah, there's a thought. What even a thought? That hottie over there is what it stands for. THOT.
No more acronyms, though.
No, we don't. No, those are too. Oh my God! To the phones. Patricia's on the line, hanging. Rick the Painter's coming up. Hi, Patricia. How you doing, doll? Nice to have you aboard. What's up?
When you were talking about the Democrats supporting the Jews or the Israelis, I go back to when Obama was president and he was meeting with Netanyahu, and it got to be dinner time, and he left him alone in the office and went upstairs and had dinner.
Yep. And
Talk about the height of an insult.
Yeah.
And then it follows up where Kamala Harris did not show up when Netanyahu addressed the Senate. And she's the president of the Senate as vice president.
That's right.
I mean, what more do the Jewish people need to realize that the Democrats are not their friends?
Yeah. I'm sorry, go right. Yeah, keep going. I'm sorry. Please go.
I have some very dear friends that are Jewish, and I said, when are they going to vote Republican? He said, Patricia, you don't understand. They will always be Democrats no matter what. And I said, I thought you had a brain.
I don't get it. I really don't understand it. How could you not support between the two candidates? I don't understand. Donald Trump is so far from being anti-Semitic or anti-supportive than the man in the moon. I mean, honestly, how could you vote for somebody other than somebody who supports your very existence?
It's been traditional in the Democratic Party. This is not new.
Yeah.
This has been traditional.
Oh, I know. It's stupid, too. But again, remember the picture, Patricia, years ago when Barack Hussein Putinat, as president, was over in Saudi Arabia bowing from the waist before an oil sheikh. Bowing from the waist in front of a Mohammed somebody, an oil sheikh in Saudi Arabia. One of the most offensive things any American president has ever done. Couldn't believe it. You're right. Hey, baby, have a great weekend, Patricia. Always a pleasure when you call in. To the phones, Rick the Painter. Welcome aboard, sir. Happy Friday. What's going on?
Hey, happy Friday, Kevin. We were talking about earlier this week. You were talking about the Nobel Prize winner.
Yeah, the
first one. You feel to people know this. He knows his history.
Yeah, he does.
The very first Nobel Prize winner.
Yeah.
It was in 18. I forget the date.
48. Yeah.
Anyway, do you know what his first the Nobel Prize winner was awarded? It was for what he invented.
What the first Nobel Prize winner awarded for what he invented? I don't know that at all, Rick the Painter. What was the award for?
Door knocker.
Door knocker, ladies and gentlemen. The door knocker. Wow, that's early. That's sure early Nobel stuff. No question about it. Oh, sorry. When I was giving a speech, I was the MC at something at Georgia Tech at that whatever the hell the conference was, and so I made up a phony resume. They said, we need a resume we can put in the program for all the people in the audience. And so I sent him in a fake resume that had me playing drums for the Beach Boys in 1971 on a summer tour, and I'd won three Nobel Prizes back to back or something. And as I'm walking down the aisle, I swear to God, there was an old lady talking to her old lady girlfriend saying, that young man's won 3 Nobel Prizes. Anyway, 509, Kimber, Pete, and Flounder. 404-741-1230, 741-1230. Again, the whole new thing. Now, I'm so sick of this. I heard the morning guys talking about this as one of the beautiful morning bastards, too. I think this is a great idea. Every time you're going somewhere, no matter what it is, just try and say, oh, was that Hitler? Did someone say Hitler? Was that Hitler over there? I mean, just make these people so ridiculously ashamed of this whole freaking Donald Trump is nothing but Hitler. Again, if Donald Trump is Hitler, then they are calling you supporters of Hitler. If Donald Trump is a fascist, then so are you. That you'd be willing to support Donald Trump? You know how offensive that is to a Marine? You know how offensive that should be to everybody. If you don't support her, they think you will follow Hitler to kill American citizens he doesn't agree with, which is what they're saying Donald Trump will do if he wins. Don't let them get away. Confront them every time, every place they go. And again, ask them the question, will you support the results of the election 2024? You keep asking, you say, well, Donald Trump, will you accept the results of the election? And what happened to your joy campaign? In fact, Hillary Rodham P. Stinky Fart Cabbage. Let's do this soundbite number 5 here, Flounder. Again, this is a dangerous woman. This is a vicious, hate-filled woman. I think she's a murderer. I think she killed Vince. I think she had him killed. They had the setup thing, because where was this suicide gun? It was like in his back pocket or something. Oh, gee. Anyway, Hillary was on with this idiot Caitlin Collins on CNN, trying once again to get Donald Trump murdered. Cut 5, sir.
Now, one other thing that you'll see next week, Caitlin, is Trump actually reenacting the Madison Square Garden rally in 1939. I write about this in my book. President Franklin Roosevelt was appalled that neo-Nazis, fascists in America were lining up to essentially pledge their support for the kind of government that they were seeing in Germany.
Yeah, it was 1939.
So I don't think we can ignore it.
Yeah, she said it may be a leap for people to a lot of others to think I don't want to go there, but she says open your eyes to the danger this man poses to our country. They're still calling him a clear and present danger, a Nazi, a fascist who has to be stopped.
He's just having basically a meeting at MSG, not a Nazi meeting.
Yeah. He's having a rally. It's a rally. That's for the. I mean, my God. I mean, they just made it up. Flounder, I'm sorry. You were trying to.
No, we had Swatoon on the horn.
Excellent. Swatoon, you're on the radio, man. Happy Friday. Welcome aboard, sir.
Hey, guys. Hey, what you think of this scenario? So Kamala loses, and then Biden steps down so she can become a president for a month, and then she gets presidential pay for the rest of her life.
Nothing would surprise me. Oh, yeah, in fact, oh, my God, what a great idea. He'll step down, she'll become president, she'll pardon Hunter Biden and Joe Biden for future crimes he'll be charged of, and oh, my God, Swatoon, I think you hit it on the head, my friend.
But also, Kimmer, if you want to find out what's all this Hitler talk is about, wait till she writes the book, How I Try to Defeat Nazis or something like that.
Yeah. Hey, I love it, man. Have a great weekend, Swatoon. Hi to the family. 5:13. We got Holy Crap at Sports. These freaking people.
I think Biden hates, and Jill Biden hates her so much, they're not going to do anything.
No, I know. They're yeah. And boy, that's going to come out, too. After this is over, oh, man. In fact, Jill Biden is going to say, I told you so, you should have left my husband in there. Oh,
I want a miniseries. Yeah. I want a movie.
Oh, this is going to be great. 5:13. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. Look out.
The only place to be on election night is right here on Extra 106.3. Our live commercial-free broadcast starts at 6 p.m. and goes all night until a winner is declared. And we'll have the entire Extra crew in studio, local and national experts, and your calls live on the air all night. So grab the Extra 106.3 app now, stream it on YouTube, or just be here live on election night with Atlanta's only conservative voice, Extra 106.3 FM.
As the longest continually operating franchise in Major League Baseball, the Atlanta Braves have plenty of history to share with fans. Tours of Truist Park are offered year-round, and take guests behind the scenes to areas normally off limits during games. With artifacts and exhibits distributed throughout the ballpark, it's a definite must for any Braves or baseball fan. Visit Braves.com/tours to purchase your tickets today. And did you know that along with exclusive tours around the ballpark, you can also host a private event at Truist Park? Corporate meetings, trade shows, team building events, holiday parties, rehearsal dinners, you name it. Truist Park can host it. Their dedicated staff is sure to bring your vision to life. Whether you're looking for a large space or something more intimate for your next event, there's a venue to accommodate your needs. Visit Braves.com/events to see more details. Atlanta Braves Baseball. We are Braves Country.
Hey, are you paying crazy rates for your health insurance? Call Doug Moore at 770-697-0100. Your health insurance cost shouldn't look like a house payment. Are you tired of having things not covered, like doctor visits, labs, etc.? Doug can help, so call him at 770-697-0100. Doug sells all forms of health insurance. His plans have no deductibles, and you don't have to switch doctors. If you're paying too much for health insurance, Doug can help. He has over 20 years' experience. You can go to his website and request a quote. Go to yourchoicehealthplan.net. That's yourchoicehealthplan.net or call his cell phone at 770-697-0100. Doug can make a plan that you will be able to use. Call 770-697-0100 and he can help. Or go to his website to request a quote, yourchoicehealthplan.net, and contact him. Doug says don't fret. Go to yourchoicehealthplan.net and he can bring rates down. 770-697-0100.
As an official community partner of the Atlanta Braves and the Atlanta Braves Foundation, the Warrior Alliance connects warriors and their families to free services such as health and wellness, housing, employment, education, legal services, and so much more. We need your financial support to increase our impact and change thousands of lives for those who served in the U.S. Armed Forces. It takes more than just thank you for your service. Make a donation to help warriors navigate to success after service. Go to thewarrioralliance.org/donate and make a difference today.
Have you thought about securing your hard-earned assets? Do you have concerns about the future? Protecting assets is crucial, and that's where Nelson Elder Care Law excels. As a family-owned and family-focused firm, we provide absolute assurance and peace of mind through our trademarked Absolute Protection Trust, tailored services in estate planning, probate administration, Medicaid crisis solutions, guardianship, and conservatorship. Our goal is to exceed your expectations and empower informed decisions. Visit NelsonElderCareLaw.com for asset protection and peace of mind.
What's up, Atlanta? It's Ben Burnett, host of the Weekend Ben Burnett Show. Each and every weekend, right here on Extra 106.3, we unpack all the week's events. We talk about all the issues with a local Atlanta-based flavor. You can catch me each and every weekend, Saturdays at 2 and Sundays at noon. If you ever miss an episode, you can go to the podcast park or wherever you download all of your content, and I'll be right there. Thanks for listening to the Ben Burnett Show, proudly brought to you by Butler Snow.
Georgia, are you ready to stand up for our values and our future? The Georgia Republican Party is committed to protecting our families, our freedoms, and our way of life. From supporting law enforcement to defending our constitutional rights, we are fighting for you every day. Join us in advocating for lower taxes, better schools, stronger communities, and together we can ensure that Georgia remains the land of opportunity for all. In the upcoming 2024 and 25 elections, we're dedicated to informing, educating, attracting, and inviting all Georgians to vote Republican at every level, state, local, and federal. Get involved. Visit our website at gagop.org to learn how you can support our local candidates and initiatives. Let's make our voices heard, because in Georgia, we believe in hard work, family values, and the American dream. Stand with us, the Georgia Republican Party. Stand for Georgia. Learn more by visiting gagop.org.
The Morning Extra from 6 to 10. Glenn Beck until noon. Clay and Buck from noon to 3. And The Kimmer Show on your ride home from 3 to 6. Plus Jesse Kelly from 6 to 9. And Jimmy Vela from 9 to midnight. The voices you need all day with the conservative voice of Atlanta. Extra 106.3 FM and the Extra app.
Morning Joe's in the house. Hey, your 5 o'clock hour is sponsored by Lee Brandt Jewelers, where luxury jewelry and watches are affordable. Drop by their store in Sandy Springs or visit LeeBrandt.com. It's 5:19. Holy crap, it's sports with Pete Davis.
The World Series begins tonight in Dodger Stadium. L.A. hosting the Yankees. Garrett Cole for New York against Jack Flaherty. Who do you think are favored by the gamblers?
I'll bet the Yankees because they may just have gotten hot. I'll bet you. I don't know. I'll bet you. Dodgers.
You lose.
I'm hoping the Dodgers win. But now why did they bet? Why did they bet that way? Do you think?
Well, let's see. Bettors are siding overwhelmingly with Shohei Ohtani over Aaron Judge and the rest of the Yank sluggers. 5 former MVPs are involved in this series. That's the most ever.
Yeah.
Ohtani listed at plus 240 at ESPN Bet. Judge is next at plus 550, followed by Juan Soto at plus 500, Stanton at 1,000, and Mookie Betts plus 800. So that's what they're betting. More money has been bet on Ohtani for World Series MVP than Judge, Soto, Stanton, Betts, and Freddie Freeman combined.
Holy cow. You better have a good series.
Yeah, there's stuff all in your face there, Shohei. He will not pitch, though. We know this.
Yeah.
He will not pitch.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll see next year what happens.
Yeah, I'll bet you.
L.A. will be without one of their top right-handed relievers, Evan Phillips, if that name rings a bell. He played for the Braves back in 2018. He suffered an injury in Game 6 of the NLCS. They're getting like one of their best lefty relievers back. Forget his name, starts with a V. But Phillips, that's a blow because he was pitching very, very well. A few days ago, we found out about the death of former Dodgers lefty Fernando Valenzuela. Now comes word the Yankees have lost a left-hander from their past. Rudy May died at the age of 80 last Saturday. Played 16 years, 7 with the Yanks in the 70s and 80s. Also suited up for the California Angels. I have his baseball card as an Angel. Montreal Expos and Orioles. Cause of death not given. The lefty reportedly dealt with diabetes. May had 152 wins, a 3.46 ERA. Rudy May, dead at the age of 80. Pretty good pitcher.
Rest in peace.
Former Kennesaw State and current South Florida head basketball coach Amir Abdur-Rahim, one of the brightest young coaches in college basketball, died suddenly yesterday. He was 43. Abdur-Rahim was undergoing a medical procedure at a Tampa hospital when he died of complications. He guided the South Florida men's team to one of the biggest turnarounds in the country last season, led the Bulls to a program record 25 wins, their first American Athletic Conference regular season title. Prior to that, he took over in 2023. The school had never finished 500 in the AAC and ended up above 500 overall just once in the last 12, 13 years. He was selected as the AAC Coach of the Year. The Bulls also ranked in the men's AP Top 25 for the first time in school history. Abdur-Rahim spent 4 seasons here at Kennesaw State, leading the Owls to an NCAA tournament appearance, last year. He was the architect of a dramatic program rebuild, going from 1 win in his first season at the helm to 26 in his final campaign, winning the Hugh Durham Award in 23, given annually to the nation's best mid-major coach. He was also named the ASUN Coach of the Year. An Atlanta native, Abdur-Rahim, the younger brother of former NBA veteran Sharif Abdur-Rahim, who is now president of the NBA G League and once played for the Hawks. The coach was also an assistant at Georgia and Georgia Tech. Lots of ties here in Georgia. Amir Abdur-Rahim is survived by his wife and their 3 children, gone at age 43. So that's a heck of a blow for college basketball.
It doesn't say what the medical procedure was. A surgery for something. We don't know what it was. Not a shame. That's a very big shame.
It is a shame. Hawks guard Kobe Buffkin has partially dislocated his right shoulder for the second time. That's why he didn't play in their season-opening win the other night. Buffkin got the shoulder subluxation during practice last weekend, and they're going to look at the treatments. Could be a long time he's out. The number 15 overall pick in last year's draft, not able to take part in the summer league, but he did play in the 4 preseason games. He was the main backup point guard behind Trae Young, so they're going to lose a couple other guys, Dyson and another guy. The Hornets are in town tonight for Game 2. So check that out.
All right. Sure.
NFL, the Falcons will not have linebacker Troy Anderson again this weekend when they visit Tampa Bay. The Rams surprised Minnesota 30-20 last night. Seems the rest failed to see. Vikings quarterback Sam Darnold getting his head torn off. A face mask that was not called. And Darnold is the first quarterback since 1950 to start for 4 different teams before he turned 30. For what Jay has in the box, name those 4 teams that Sam Darnold started.
New York Jets. Let's see. Minnesota Vikings.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my God. I got 2 of them. Holy crap. Arizona Cardinals. Oh, I lost that one, I think.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm sorry.
Wait, one more.
It takes too long for this thing to change.
That's all right. I can't possibly mention. All right, what else you got?
Jets, Panthers, 49ers, and Vikes.
Panthers, that's right. I forgot.
That's it. There you go. So I'm looking up old Sam Darnold, and a name pops up on his bio.
All right.
That name, Dick Hammer.
Tell the little people about Dick Hammer.
I had to delve further into how Dick Hammer was associated with Sam Darnold. Turns out Dick was Sam's granddaddy. He was also an actor on the Jack Webb-produced TV show Emergency back in the 70s.
Oh, my God. Well, Julie London, I think, was on that.
Yeah. He left the show midway through the first season to become an actual firefighter. Okay?
No kidding.
Dick Hammer was also a model in the old Marlboro Man commercials, and like so many of them, actually died of lung cancer.
I'll be damned. We had the
what
big
a
hat
life. Name me another sportscast in America where you get such knowledge about Dick Hammer.
You just don't get that Dick Hammer stuff anywhere. And we need a little more Dick Hammer information once in a while, too.
Especially if he's a private investigator.
Yeah, there you go.
See the card there? Dick
It's a
Hammer,
private Dick.
And, yeah. During the maybe a hotel.
They should be private after all.
During the game, the topic of Al Michaels' diet came up again. Seems the Amazon play-by-play man never eats what? Do you know what he never eats?
I don't. I never eats strawberries like Tom Brady or something, probably. I don't know.
Vegetables. He never eats vegetables.
Really? I'll be damned.
In fact, they displayed his stats from the restaurant Toscano's in Brentwood, California, where Al eats a lot. His career stats at Toscano's show he's eaten at the restaurant. How many times do you think he's eaten at this restaurant?
In his hometown area? It's 14.
Brentwood? Yeah.
14.
Higher.
19.
Higher.
74.
Higher.
I was joking. 112.
Higher.
Oh, all right, 714.
Higher.
Oh, now wait a minute. 18,000.
Now you're talking.
Well, that's finally, I got you.
Al Michaels has been at this restaurant, the same restaurant, 4,121 times.
He must like the food.
he has eaten 3,672 steaks.
Holy cow! His arteries must be all meat.
He's almost 80.
Oh my!
So obviously it's got nothing to do with it. Now does it? They've been lying to us our entire lives about red meat, and dairy, and eggs.
Must be the top steak line, boy. That grass-fed stuff or something.
Yeah.
Good grief.
0 veggies, by the way.
Funny.
Another NFL player has been shot, and why is it always the wide receivers?
No.
Ricky Pearsall shot in San Francisco in broad daylight and recovered. Now comes word that Broncos receiver Josh Reynolds, one of 2 men shot in Denver last week. Reynolds was treated and released from the hospital despite being shot twice, once in the left arm and once in the back of the head.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, in the back of his head, he's alive. The 29-year-old is on injured reserve. He's got a sore finger. You think a man who could walk off a bullet to the head wouldn't be sidelined by a finger, would you?
Wow.
He was at the Shotgun Willie's, a strip joint in Glendale, Colorado. He left at 3 a.m. in his SUV. Several cars followed him. Gunshots ensued, and they've arrested 2 men.
How come all these things happen at strip joints at 3 o'clock in the morning? I wonder. Golly, maybe we're all
it's almost like there's sorted people there at
I
that
just
time,
can't
like
believe
the Claremont Lounge, as I found out
who
several
would,
times.
I can't believe it. Better class.
Who would know? John Callis, the Ravens fan arrested for beating up Commanders fans, has been denied bail and continues to languish in a Baltimore jail, facing 55 years in prison.
Holy criminy! Are you serious? Oh, my God. I bet he's learned his lesson already. Holy moly.
I can go now. I've learned my lesson.
Jeez.
Buccaneers quarterback Baker Mayfield will not be punished for popping a Zen packet in his mouth during the loss last weekend. Zen, an addictive nicotine edible. Nicotine prohibited from NFL sidelines, but Baker will only get a sternly worded letter in his permanent file. Zen has become so popular, the Swedish company could not keep up with demand last year.
I've never even heard of it until now, and it's like it's not a gum, right? Is it like a mint or a chewy? You just eat it and swallow it, right? Oh man, a nicotine pack.
I don't know.
Jeez,
I know. College football, if you see some long faces at ESPN today or some of the anchors wearing black armbands, it's because their beloved Syracuse got their butts spanked on national TV last night, 41-13 at Pitt.
Yeah. Syracuse has a broadcast media program, which they all went to.
No, yeah, it's like a funnel to Bristol, Connecticut.
Really,
seriously, they all hire each other.
That's right, Syracuse, yeah.
As a consequence of the old Pac-12 imploding, some schools don't have enough teams to play on their schedule, which is why next season, Oregon State and Washington State will play each other twice.
Oh,
this is like
really?
the 1890s stuff, I'm
That's
telling you. With the schools operating on quasi-independence again next season for the new Pac-12 in 2026, the Beavers will host the first game, the Cougars the second. Army and Navy are both undefeated despite not offering a dime in NIL money, and they have a total of 2 transfer athletes. Yet, here we are.
Yeah.
And you may think your school has a rival, but the Toledo Rockets hate Bowling Green so much. They literally have a rocket pointed at Bowling Green's direction 23 miles to the south. a ballistic missile pointed right at him.
That's pretty funny.
Today in history, October 25th, 1995, Braves pitcher Steve Avery threw 6 innings, 3-hit baseball. Reliever Pedro Borbon Jr. came out of the pen in his first appearance in 19 days, a 5-2 save and victory over the Indians in Game 4 of the World Series.
Outstanding.
1981, Yanks owner George Steinbrenner got in a scuffle on an elevator with 2 Dodgers fans. The Dodgers would go off and reel 4 wins in a row to win the series 4-2. 1986, Bill Buckner, the dribbler, threw his legs at first base as the Mets come back in Game 6. That was so sad what happened to him after that. And on this day in 1990, Evander Holyfield, the father of Atlanta, wins the heavyweight title by beating Buster Douglas in 3 rounds. Buster had beaten who earlier that year?
Mike Tyson. The incredible upset of Mike Tyson, which nobody freaking believed, including me.
My father called me up because he was watching on HBO. He called me up and says, "You got to come out to the house."
Yeah.
Mike Tyson just got beat by Buster Douglas, and we'll watch it on HBO.
Who didn't look like it even worked out very much. I mean, I couldn't believe any of it. And
one of the greatest upsets in sports history.
Of any sport. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy cow. And by the way, even more in the Buckner thing, and for those who don't know, Mookie Wilson hit that slow grounder right through Buckner's first base legs for the Red Sox. And I remember Nancy Lopez's husband, Ray Knight, jumping and screaming and like jumping and dancing down the third base line to get to home to score the winning run. And that allowed Game 7 to happen. And, of course, then the Red Sox lost and the Mets won because of Bill Buckner. They hate, man, he couldn't go, he wouldn't even be able to stay to Massachusetts until he did finally come about that he, went through his game. They used to haunt the Red Sox until their team finally won the series in 2004 and then 7-13-18. But and then they finally sort of forgave him. But it was bad news for
to the eternal shame of Red Sox fans that they treated that man like that.
That's right. It wasn't like he did it on purpose. And he was also a star for them for years. So
he was
anyway,
a great hitter for the Dodgers and the Red Sox.
Yes, he was. More coming up. 5:32, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, and your calls on 106.3. Happy Let Rip Friday. More politics coming up, too. Oh, the fight on CNN with Cooper. Hold on.
The legend Neil Boortz is only on Extra 106.3. Hey, it's Tug, and here's what you missed from the Talkmaster.
The urban culture of violence, and nobody talks about it. Civil rights leaders, no. Law enforcement, no. Politicians, no. The number 1 cause of death among young male blacks is young male blacks.
Catch Neil's commentary every day on Extra 106.3 or listen anytime on the Extra 106.3 app.
Hey, it's only me. It's one of the Kimmer. How's it going? All right, let's have a little fun here. Trying to find your new health insurance. Yes, folks. Sorry, that's impossible. Are you kidding me? They call it the Affordable Care Act. Please, your health insurance is hardly affordable the way they're doing it now. How about this? How about you save up to 60% of your current monthly premiums and get better coverage at the same time? The coverage you can afford, especially if you're self-employed, self-insured, maybe one of those small business owners trying to get on board. I had a nightmare with that whole Cobra business once. Well, listen, I got a guy. His name is Steven, the health insurance doctor. He'll solve your health insurance dilemma problem. Steven will customize a comprehensive, zero deductible, nationwide PPO, whatever that is, plan that anybody can start right now. You will have the freedom to choose any doctor or hospital, save thousands of dollars off your annual premiums, even better benefits. How about dental, vision stuff, cancer treatments, accidental policies? Many of his clients, I'm not making this up, saving more than $10,000 for their family a year. Call my guy, Steven, the health insurance doctor. He'll help you save money. 678-523-0759. And find out. And guess what? You don't have to pay him. No charge. Make health insurance not suck anymore. Call Steven, my guy, the health insurance doctor. 678-523-0759. Online, healthinsurancedoctor.net.
Lee Brandt Jewelry and Watch Company, where quality and value make the difference. Locally owned and located in Sandy Springs, offering you the finest selection of unique diamonds, sapphires, rubies, and emerald jewelry, as well as other fine gemstones. Lee Brandt Jewelry and Watches has been servicing Rolex watches for over 30 years, and their Rolex-trained watchmaker will service your watch in their state-of-the-art Rolex service center in their store. Lee Brandt uses only genuine Rolex parts, and their estimates are free. Drop by Lee Brandt in the Trader Joe's Shopping Center in Sandy Springs or visit LeeBrandt.com.
It's fall, y'all,
And no matter what your family has on the plate, Subaru of Gwinnett has the vehicle for you. If you're headed to a game, then tailgate in style in the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester. It holds everything you need for the tailgate and keeps the most precious cargo, your family, safe. Maybe you're just taking a ride up to the mountains to see the leaves or driving to spend time with the family. Wherever you're headed this fall, the 2025 Subaru Outback shares your spirit with standard symmetrical all-wheel drive and up to 32 miles per gallon. And we're proud to offer you so much more than a car buying experience. At Subaru of Gwinnett, we extend that saving to our amazing and reliable service department, where you'll get unmatched service and specials you'll love during our fall service event. Visit us on Satellite Boulevard in Duluth and let us show you how our family can take care of your family. Or start your shopping online at SubaruofGwinnett.com.
Listen up. This is David Van Sant from Van Sant Law. I usually use this time on the radio to remind you if you're in an accident to make the right call to Van Sant Law. While this is true, this upcoming election is so important, I just need to speak from the heart and shift the focus from my firm to the future of this great country and urge everyone not only to go vote, but to make the right vote and to cast your ballot for Donald J. Trump 2024 to make America great again. Thank you so much, and God bless America.
Van Sant Law is responsible for the content of this ad, paid for by Van Sant Law.
Hey, it's Front Office Lowe's for Howard Brothers and Echo. Storm season can be unpredictable in Georgia, but with an Echo generator from Howard Brothers, you'll be ready for whatever comes your way. Echo generators provide reliable power when you need it the most. Don't wait for the storm to hit. Visit your local Howard Brothers today and get prepared with your own Echo generator. The grass is always greener when you take care of it with Echo and Howard Brothers.
Get ready for Real Talk on the Janelle King Show, where we tackle kitchen table topics that are banned from family gatherings, but crucial for a strong republic. Tune in every Saturday at 3 p.m. and every Sunday for an encore episode at 9 a.m. And if you can catch us live, great. But if not, no worries. New podcasts drop every Tuesday on the Podcast Park right here on Extra 106.3 or wherever you get your podcast. Join us for insightful conversations that matter.
The buzz is back.
House call! Touchdown Jackets!
The Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets head out for another huge conference showdown this Saturday as they roll into Lane Stadium for an ACC battle with Virginia Tech.
Oh, and he's gone. 20, 15, 10. House call! Jamal Haynes!
Be here for Yellow Jackets football live from Virginia with a Ramblin' Wreck pregame show hitting the air 2 hours before kickoff, live on the Georgia Tech Sports Network. If you love listening to Extra all week, make sure you're here this weekend for even more great local shows from across the community. The All Four Seasons Home Show, Ben Burnett, Janelle King, Back Your Blue, and so many more. Listen to them this weekend or anytime on the all-new Extra 106.3 app.
Look out, it's only me, it's only the Kimmer. How's it going? With Pete Davison full under.
Look out across the field, see me returning.
No, wait a minute here now.
Smoke is in your eyes, you brought a smile.
Is this Jimmy?
This is
Jeff Healy.
This is Jeff Healy, so we'll do Jimmy next. I skipped one.
I didn't recognize this as Jimi Hendrix, but I thought maybe, I don't know much about Jimmy. I mean, I don't know about all his albums, but I thought maybe this was a different take. This is Jeff Healy, and on this day in 1966, after he was age 7 months old, Jeff Healy had his right eye surgically removed and subsequently his left eye 4 months later replaced with artificial ones, necessitated by a form of cancer at the eyes called retinoblastoma. 3 years later, Healy was given his first guitar by his father at the age of 7. And at the age of 13, the Canadian guitarist formed his first band, Blue Direction. Jeff Healy. I once knew a little girl. Oh, God, this was so sad. I was a TV anchorman at the time. I was in Chicago, and there was a little girl, a woman who was getting married, had a daughter who was, I think she was like 7 years old, and she had retinoblastoma, and she had one eye. And the story was that the mother wanted to get married to her new husband before her daughter lost her other eye. And so they called me because apparently they were a fan of them or whatever. And so I did a story on the woman and the marriage and the wedding and the little girl. And after that, the little girl, I would be in contact with her and would occasionally drive my Harley over. It was like she lived about 50 miles away. And I occasionally just go pay a visit to her. And the sweetest little girl, and she passed away. It gets you. What a shame that was. Anyway, retinoblastoma is an eye cancer disease, and little kids get it for some reason, and I don't know why. More sports things here, Pete Davis, if you don't mind, and then we got some political stuff.
We also have Every Friday Susan.
She takes priority right now. Every Friday, Susan, welcome aboard. How you doing? Always great to talk to you. What's up?
So I was just finishing my run, and I live in Morningside, which is I call Wokeville.
Oh, boy,
and I just ran into this young gentleman getting out of his car. I'm on the radio live right now, and he's got his MAGA shirt on, and I'm like, wow, I really like your shirt. He's like, God bless you, love you. It's all happy and joy. He's handing out Trump signs in our neighborhood, and I told him he was in hostile territory.
I was going to say.
Say hello to the Kimmer.
What's up, Cameron?
Hey, how's it going? Hey, be careful out there, man. I know every Friday, Susan.
He's a brave man. Let him tell you real quick what just happened to him.
Yeah, no, there's people screaming that I worship the devil because I support Trump.
Oh.
There's people telling me that they're going to shoot me and murder me. It's getting pretty violent.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, no, it's pretty violent. So they're like, you're a nigger, you're a black guy voting for Trump, you're a devil worshiper. And like I said, worst of all, they said they were going to murder me and kill me. One guy and was actually in my face today.
Oh my God!
Pretty brutal, bro. But like I tell them, I said I'm not here to argue with you. I said God's gonna allow the best candidate to win. And if you guys treat me this way, then God's going to have revenge on you. I don't have nothing to say to you. I just walk away.
Outstanding. Be careful out there. Thanks. Semper Fi, man. I really appreciate it. God bless you for what you... I mean, seriously. That's big time. Again, this is what happens on a local, individual level. This is serious stuff. I don't remember the last time this has happened, this kind of viciousness. Every Friday, Susan, have you ever seen in your lifetime a political campaign that has been this vicious and hateful and deliberately trying to get that man killed?
I literally told them, I said, you're in hostile territory. I said, have you ever thought we'd come to a day where half the country hates you because you're voting for Trump?
Yeah.
They hate us.
I know. And again, when they call...
They hate us. Yeah, they hate us. And like I said, there's nothing worse than the threats. And they're saying he's a threat to democracy. But then people on the ground that are just canvassing, I'm not soliciting, I'm just canvassing. Yeah. We're being told that, they're going to murder us and, we're devil worshipers and all these other things.
Man,
so
I'll tell you,
it's pretty violent out here.
I would have your phone recording some of this stuff, honestly, because, this is really dangerous.
I've recorded a lot. I've actually recorded people stealing signs. I've recorded people stealing political signs that I've put up. Wow. Like I said, I send that to my director. I don't really get involved in the aftermath, but like I said, God's going to judge them. I don't judge people. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Be very careful, and really, seriously, thank you. We support you. If we can do anything for you, this radio station's with you.
I think, just prayers, brother. Just prayers, bro. God, I think it's all in God's hands.
I'll put my lucky star on it. And separate as an ordained minister, we're sending prayers your way. Thank you. And every Friday, Susan, bless you, sweet girl. You're just a treasure. I really appreciate the fact that I know you and consider you a friend. Really, really do.
Me too. Have a great weekend.
Thanks,
Take care.
Thank you so much. 544. But think about this. These are the people who were saying, bring us all together, stop the mean tweets. We're not going to, anybody says any bad things, we're going to get rid of them in our administration. This is, and the problem is because of, the cell phone, social media, and all this kind of stuff, it's trickled down to the Morningside, Atlanta area, Georgia. I guess it's official land.
It's always
city.
the leftists.
Yeah.
The violence usually comes from the left, and you have every right to defend yourself with any means necessary.
If somebody just came up to me and said, I'm going to kill you, I'd be being interviewed by the police right now. In handcuffs.
Say hello to my little friend.
Honest to God. And again, this is Morningside. I thought they were all supposed to be hippies and, equality people.
First of all, it's all words in Morningside. They're a bunch of wussies. Yeah. It's like Philadelphia fans. They're all talk.
Punch him in the nose and, knee him in the nuts. And when he goes down, you hit him in the throat. And then you start bashing his face into the sidewalk for a while, just, for the fun of it.
Kicking him in the nuts, it doesn't work in that neighborhood because they had him deballed a long time ago.
Another good point, sir. 545. I got a couple leftover sports thing here, Pete. Pedro Martinez, Hall of Fame pitcher, 3 Cy Youngs, a World Series with Boston. Pedro is 53. Bobby Knight, 84. I thought he died.
No, he's dead.
Bobby Knight is...
Bobby's gone.
Yeah, I thought he would die. He's 84 today. Would have been his birthday. And Juan Soto, we talked about him the other day, 26 years old. Yeah.
And Bill Buckner, also a Cubby. I forgot he was with the Cubs, too.
Oh, that's right. Absolutely. I remember that. 5:45, 5:45, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. More coming before 6. Look out. Here we go. Stand by.
Extra 106.3 brings you the biggest names from Georgia politics to the national stage.
Larry Trump joining us here on the Morning Extra.
Before he came down the escalator in 2015 in Trump Tower to announce he was running as a Republican, he was sort of the epitome of the American dream. He was what a lot of people strived to be like. But I think you're seeing a lot of people take a second look at Donald Trump because, look, the proof was in the pudding when he was in the White House. I don't care who you are, where you live, or what you do for work in this country. Everyone has seen the difference between their life with Donald Trump in the White House and their life right now. And I think people are desperate to get back to a time where they had more money in their pocket. And they know that Donald Trump was the person who brought them that.
Find the full interviews on the all-new Extra 106.3 app and stream Atlanta's conservative talk across Georgia.
It either is or it isn't. When it comes down to it, that's all that really matters when choosing a certified pre-owned Mercedes-Benz. It's either certified by Mercedes-Benz factory-trained and certified technicians, or it isn't. It's either backed by an unlimited mileage warranty for up to 7 years, or it isn't. It's absolute confidence in genuine Mercedes-Benz parts, or it isn't. Welcome to the Mercedes-Benz Dream Days sales event, now through September 30th. Come in today and take advantage of finance rates as low as 2.99% APR special financing on select models. Because in the end, it's either Mercedes-Benz certified pre-owned, or it isn't. We're proud to be Atlanta's Mercedes-Benz connection since 1964. Not all offers apply to all vehicles, and special financing available to qualified customers exclusively from Mercedes-Benz Financial Services through October 31st, 2024. Contact RBM of Atlanta for details on this and other exciting offers. Visit us at rbmofatlanta.com or call 770-390-0700 for details.
Are you looking for something simple but delicious, sweet but also savory? Discover Schumann Farms Sweet Onions. Schumann Farms is a third-generation family farm with the Real Sweet brand and Mr. Buck's brand sweet onions. Each brand brings savory, sweet deliciousness to every meal. Whether you're grilling, sautéing, or simply adding a fresh crunch to your salad, Schumann Farms has you covered. Look for Schumann Farms Real Sweet brand and your Mr. Buck's brand sweet onions at your grocery store and taste the difference for yourself. Schumann Farms, the Georgia family farm growing tradition and the world's sweetest onions.
You may know that ATL Turf Co. has become a leader in artificial grass design and installation services. But you may not know that ATL Turf Co. is a large artificial grass distributor. We only sell U.S.-made, premium name brand turf at factory direct pricing below wholesale. And now we're open to the public with large inventories of lawn and landscape, putting green, athletic, and pet turf on sale. Plus, all remnants are on sale for only $1 per square foot, direct from Dalton to our warehouse in Kennesaw. Visit atlturfco.com to learn more. atlturfco.com.
Millions of guys suffer from erectile dysfunction. That's 1 in 4 men. And I can tell you, I'm one of them.
If you or someone you know suffer from ED, Peyronie's disease, or PE, here's 38-year emergency room doctor and founder of Total Body Therapy of Georgia, Dr. Eric Deal.
Patients who enter my office are often frustrated, hopeless, depressed, and embarrassed. I understand the problem, and I'm going to help you fix it. There are lots of competitors that don't have the credentials that I have. When you go to other clinics, you're not going to see a board-certified physician with the experience that I have. When you come to our clinic, you're going to see me. There's just not one therapy that can solve these complex issues. I'll do a complete history and physical prior to any treatment that we use. Take it from me, Dr. Deal. When it's not hard, it's really hard.
Call Dr. Deal for your free one-on-one evaluation and resolve your ED, Peyronie's, or PE issues. Total Body Therapy of Georgia, 404-777-1911, 404-777-1911, online at stopmyed.com.
D. Geller & Son Jewelers is celebrating 85 years in Atlanta this month. It's been an honor to be your hometown family jeweler since 1939. Founded as the South's first diamond and jewelry wholesaler, D. Geller & Son brings those quality standards and that unbeatable pricing to the comfort of your neighborhood jewelry store. D. Geller & Son is still 100% family-owned and operated, and we love our community. That's why we have trained jewelers you can trust in every store for professional, reliable service on site. It's why we have Atlanta's best lifetime care plan for free, covering everything from ring sizing to diamond upgrades. And most importantly, it's why we're committed to find or design the perfect piece of jewelry for your most special moments. No matter the budget, you can be confident D. Geller & Son Jewelry is the best quality and value you can find. It's going to last, and they're going to love it. There's no jeweler in Atlanta like D. Geller & Son, and that's why we've been Atlanta's most trusted jeweler since 1939. Come celebrate 85 years with us in Atlanta, Kennesaw, or Sandy Springs, and read our story online at dgeller.com.
Hurricane Helene, a chemical plant fire, port strikes, Iranian attacks. These recent events remind us how critical it is to be prepared. While panic buying has led to shortages of some products, True Prep still has inventory on hand, with more arriving soon. Don't wait until disaster strikes. Prepare today for a worry-free tomorrow. And if you're unsure where to start, True Prep's knowledgeable staff is here to assist. Visit True Prep in Marietta on Cobb Parkway or online at trueprep.com. That's TRU Prep.com.
Wherever you are in Georgia, you can stream Extra 106.3 and crystal clear digital with the all-new Extra 106.3 app. Get Extra's live on-air stream in real time, or go back and listen to all your favorite shows, Neil Boortz, or original podcasts, no matter where you go. Grab the Extra 106.3 app now and start streaming.
Timber Pete and Flounder, 551. How you doing? 404-741-1230. And here's Jimi Hendrix. Double album Electric Ladyland by the Jimi Hendrix Experience was released hold on, man, I got to get to the eye doctor. I swear to God. 1968 on this day, double album made available as two albums and changed the artwork after complaints about the naked women who were pictured on the sleeve. The female models were paid £5, that's what, $6-7 for the photo shoot, and another £5 if they posed completely naked. So in 1968, $7 was worth more than it is now, I guess, or they had no self-esteem. I don't know. Anyway, Carapine Flounder, 552. A couple of, birthdays include Katy Perry, 40 years old today. Samantha Bee is 55. Craig Robinson, the guy Daryl from The Office, is 53 years old today. And on this day in history, Pete, the story of not Wrong Way Corrigan, but Wrong Way Jim Marshall. Minnesota Vikings defensive end, defensive lineman, recovers a fumble, takes off for the end zone, 66 yards away. He's at the 50, he's at the 40, he's at the 20, the 5. It's the end zone. His teammates are screaming, no, you idiot, trying to stop him. The crowd's going crazy. He went the wrong way. And recovered this fumble and went the wrong way into the wrong end zone, his own, which meant a safety against his own team. But the Vikings won anyhow over San Francisco, 27-22. Wrong way, Jim Marshall. I mean, great that had a wonderful video. No, stop. And let's see. Oh, this was kind of cool, too. 1854. Hold on. I know Pete's knowing exactly what I'm going for here right now. Oh, damn, I got to get in my phone thing. Come on, phone. Oh, there you go. Phone. Undimmed by human tears. America. Oh, that's not it. Here we go. It changed on me. It changed on me, you dirty, rotten rat. My stupid phone, because we just sent a new thing we're going to talk about here in a second. No. Oh, damn it. Hold on. I got it right here. Here we go. Half a league onward. All in the valley of death rode the 600. Forward the light brigade, charge for the guns, he said. Into the valley of death rode the 600. The charge of the light brigade in the Crimean War, 1854, British fighting the Russians. British Lord James Cardigan got an order to attack the Russians. He took his troops into the valley and got slaughtered. The order turned out to be a result of basically confusion and was really not meant to be intentional, and it happened anywhere. Anyway, I won't mention, obviously, do the whole thing. Cannon to the right of them, cannon to the left of them, cannon in front of them, volleyed and thundered. Stormed at with shot and shell, boldly they rode and well into the jaws of death, into the mouth of hell. Rode the 600. What a Lord Tennyson. What a great poem. Alfred Lord Tennyson. Let's see. Okay, we'll do some newsy stuff. Oh, here we go. Cut number one, Flounder. Anderson Cooper getting in a fight with that idiot Charlemagne the God, like he just calls himself the God, which is pretty weird, over CNN coverage and whether they're helping Donald Trump and not helping her. Cut number one. Here's how that exchange went.
I don't think y'all have enough conversations about it. I feel like I heard more on this network about is Kamala Harris black than I do about, Donald Trump being a fascist. Well, am I wrong, Angela?
Honestly, that's bullshit. I'm sorry.
Oh, I like that.
I'm not. Look, I'm a huge fan of yours. Okay. But to say that we're sitting around discussing is Kamala Harris black,
I've seen that. I've seen those roundtable discussions a lot. Now that's bullshit, Anderson. For you to say that y'all don't have those conversations.
I've never asked somebody is.
Oh, I'm not saying you. I said the network.
He said the network.
I don't think anyone. I don't think any anchor on this network has been going around saying, "Is she black?"
Please. I mean, again, they're just, these people are just insane. I mean, I'm glad they're arguing about whether people call her black and whether it's a thing.
There's one person on that network that does, and that's Scott Jennings.
Every time he pops up, we're going to play him. Every time we get a chance to hear him talk, because he drives them nuts, which is freaking hysterical. How about cut number two? Mel Gibson got stopped at an airport. TMZ got a hold of him, asking what he's going to vote for this election here. Mel Gibson.
He voted on in days. What's your thoughts?
Oh, man, that's a big question.
What's Trump?
I don't think it's going to surprise anyone who I vote for.
Well, I'm going to guess Trump. Is that a bad guess?
I think it's a pretty good guess.
Well, what do you think the world will be like in a second term?
I know what it'll be like if we let her in.
Yeah. Oh, really?
And that ain't good.
Yeah.
Miserable track record. Appalling track record. No policies to speak of.
And the border, right?
And she's got the IQ of a fence post.
IQ of a fence post. Mel Gibson. Controversial guy, Academy Award winner. But again, here's that people are coming around. Flounder, let's do this. We have new. Is there sound on? Pete, you just sent us thing. Is there sound on this, Flounder? Is there sound of this that Pete just sent?
He's apologizing to Indians at the Gila Bend River Reservation, and he can't say it.
Have you got that sound, Flounder? I don't know whether you have time to turn it around. It just came in here. This is they're still saying he has all his faculties, and Kamala says he's sharp as a tack still. And yet here's some stuff from today, if he has a chance to get the sound of your president.
And to the Gila Indian River community, the Gila, nothing wrong with me. And to the Gila Indian River community, the Gila, nothing wrong with me.
Yeah. Sharp as ever, just kind of really. And now let's do the last. Do we have time for the? Oh, no, we don't. Crap. We'll save it for tomorrow. That idiot liberal girl describing how stupid black people are that they don't know what a computer.
We can play that anytime we want. We'll play that all next week.
Save that for next week.
Evergreen.
For my, okay. I mean, these people are unbelievable. This is really getting fun. Oh, was that Hitler? Did I just see Hitler? He's everywhere, apparently. And I guess we all support him if we're going to elect him again. Anyway, Flounder's Funnies for Nuckies Hoagies. One last shot here.
A lot of people say it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. I say to myself, I kind of wish it was Steve, because I bet he wouldn't have been so dumb to talk to a snake. I mean, hell, Eve, did you even do a little bit of research? Do the other animals talk? They don't. Then something's up, girlfriend. Something's up. Steve wouldn't have fell for that. Steve would have been like, what the hell is that? Is that a talking snake? You get! You get! You get out of here! You get! You get out of here! Get out of my yard! Steve would have already called the Garden of Eden his yard. Right out of the gate.
That's who there, Flounder?
That is Mr. Roy Scaval.
I love it. Anyway, boys, and by the way, I noticed last night driving home, before I get home, I have to turn on my full headlights. That's how fast it gets dark. I mean, right now it's beautiful sunshine. I promise you, in 25 minutes, I'll have my headlights on. It'll be almost dark. Anyway, Kimber, Pete, and Flounder, I gotta go. You're killing me, boys. Have a great weekend. And Veronica, enjoy your new house with your loving, soon-to-be hubby. Anyway, I gotta go. You're killing me. Sing me old Christine. What's that?
Finance.
There you go.
The Kimmer Show is back every afternoon from 3 to 6 p.m. only on WFOM Marietta, a Dickey broadcasting station. Extra 106.3 FM.